of Truck Stop Load Board Pro for 6 months. The best tool for serious carriers. Don't miss out. Click the link in the description to get 20% off Load Board Pro for 6 months. Need capital to grow your business or cover unexpected expenses? Rock Financial has your back. Whether you're looking for a flexible line of credit, a fast cash advance, or tailored working capital solutions, Rock Financial makes it simple to get funded, often in as little as 24 hours. No hidden fees, an easy application, and real support from people who know the business. Ready to take your hustle to the next level? Tap the link in the description to get started with Rock Financial today. Wish insurance was this easy? With LogRock, it's like magic. Real coverage appears when you need it. No tricks. Get covered now. Click the link in the description.
Warning: the following content contains strong language and may not be suitable for children. This content is primarily for adults, as this is a trucking channel and truckers have filthy mouths. Please don't tweak if I say. Viewer discretion is advised.
What up? Come on in, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notifications. We got a couple people in here, only 5 likes, so hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. I'm gonna tell you now, this ain't gonna be like the last few live streams. This is gonna be one of the informative, boring ones. Everything is informative, but this is gonna be straight, real business informative. All right, no arguing, no debating. This is one of the ones where you're gonna take your notes. All right, so come on in, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. All right, come on in. What do we want to do? I feel like I ain't did a live stream in a minute. Why it feel like that? Why does it feel like that? All right, let's get these bills out the way. All right, you need working business lines of credit for your business, working capital, lines of credit, business loans. If you need to get equipment and you need financing, Rock Financial is the solution. There's a link in the description below. Make sure you guys click that link. Tony and the good people over there at Rock Financial will be able to help you out if you need working capital for your business. Also, LogRock commercial insurance, box truck, semi-truck, cargo van, even giggers. Giggers in some markets may need commercial insurance. There's a link in the description below for LogRock. If you're coming into the business, you'll need commercial insurance in order to go active. Hit the link in the description. If you're up for renewal in the next 2 to 3 months, hit the link in the description. Talk to the people over at LogRock and see if they can get you a better deal than what you got now. Those guys that hit me up that like to go to Progressive, that don't understand it's probably more beneficial for them to get a broker, or who don't even understand that they need a broker or they should use a broker, also click the link in the description below for LogRock. How's everybody doing? Come on in. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notifications. Let's get this roll call. Shout out to SD Walk. Shout out to ACP Picks Live. I didn't know you was a content creator. Your stuff popped up in my algorithm. It's been popping up in my algorithm, I guess, because you watch the channel. So you do like reaction videos. Okay, glad to see you here. You're not in trucking, but I'm glad you tuning in to get some of the info over here. Appreciate that. Shout out to Valise. Shout out to all the MGM members. Shout out to Craig Freeman. What's good? Shout out to TFE Logistics. How's business treating the live stream? You've been waiting on. So you the person who been hitting me up about. I know somebody been hitting me up about this one. I mentioned, I think a couple of weeks ago, in one of the live streams I was doing, I said it's a different mindset from an independent contractor and a master contractor. And it was one person that's been hitting me up consistently about, man, you need to do that. So I'm assuming that's you. So this is what you've been waiting on. All right. So make sure you take notes. All right. Shout out to Cordell. What's going on? Shout out to everybody up in Detroit. What's up? Shout out to Rose. Shout out to Mr. Visionary, what's going on? What is this? John says, just a question. Why is it when you have others on, you shout over them to shut them up? I'm not saying right when they talk, but just curious. Are you confusing me with Kirk? He retracted it. Maybe he confusing me with Kirk because anybody will tell you, if you go look at any comments for any debates that I do, is one thing that everybody always says about me. Mark, you got a lot of patience. So you got to be confusing me with Kirk because I let people talk. One of my strategies into debating is letting people talk so they can put their foot in their mouth. Anybody that knows me knows that that's my main strategy. I just let people talk. I'll lean back in the chair like this and just let them talk. So you got to be confusing me with somebody else. My strategy is to let people talk because they always put their foot in their mouth. You must didn't see the call-in show this past Sunday. My main strategy is to let people talk because they always tell on themselves. You got me confused with, you got to have me confused with Kirk. People be in the chat. Let Mark talk. Let Mark talk. I let people talk all the time. Shout out to Luxury Trail. Legacy say Mark always let people talk. I said that yesterday. You was just chilling. I always chill. I always chill. I let people get their thoughts off. When I go into debates, I'm 99.8% sure I'm going to win. I don't have no reason to talk over nobody. I don't have to use that as a strategy. I let people talk. I keep the information in my head, and then I go back through everything they said when I finally do talk on what they said that contradicted themselves. I got plenty of content to prove it. Gotta have me mixed up with Kirk. Now that's Kirk's strategy, hollering over people. That ain't mine. Marquise Jerry said, big shout out to the movers that follow Marks. He's showing the way. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. John said, sorry, my bad. It's all good. It's all good. Me and Kirk don't even look alike. You gotta be talking about Kirk. We don't even look alike. I'm way more handsome, way more flyer. Like, you can't confuse us. That's an insult, damn near. You don't see all this smooth chocolate skin, man. He's boy, you can't confuse us, man. How dare you? How dare you? You know what I'm saying? Luxury Trail saying you got the patience the way you handed old boy from CT. See what I'm saying? He said Mark being the cut like a crocodile chill and let them get their neck too far in the well all the time. Spoken, what up, what up, what up? Shout out to Felice, shout out to everybody. Come on in, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Turn on all post notifications. It seemed like I ain't did one of these types of live stream in a minute. I don't know why I feel like that, but oh well. All right, so boom. So this is one that, you know, I think TFE been asking for a while, and it's been on my to-do list. So we're gonna get into it today. Independent contractor versus master contractor. And we're looking at it from a mindset thing. Now, this is not to compare or to belittle independent contractors. So let me get that out the way first of all. I think independent contractors, even as an independent contractor, if your goal is to just stay an independent contractor, that's fine. The issue is you shouldn't be thinking like an independent contractor. You could think like a master contractor and still your goal can just be owning and operating one truck. I think the reason why a lot of independent contractors get stagnant and they plateau and they run into issues is because they have this mindset of just them and their one truck, and they should not think like that. You are an independent contractor, but you should run that one truck like you running a Fortune 500 company. This is why you see a lot of these guys with one truck. They it's like they hit a plateau, or it's like the market changes and they can't readjust because they were stagnant. We've seen that a lot over the past couple years. All right. They get stuck on one thing. They live day to day. It's a business. I say that shit all the time. We're gonna get into it today. So if you are an independent contractor, I'm because I realize I have to preface things because people get in their feelings. So if you are an independent contractor, this is not to pit you against the master contractor to belittle you. If you are an independent contractor and your sole purpose is to be an independent contractor, cool. But stop having an independent contractor mindset. This is where you get into trouble at. Independent contractor, an individual who has them and their one truck. I consider an independent contractor a person with 1 to 3 trucks. All right, that's me. All right. Anything beyond 3 trucks, I consider you a master contractor. A master contractor is running a fleet of trucks. All right. All right. So an independent contractor sees themselves as like a specialist of their one truck. They get paid for their output of the performance of that one truck. They focus on the operation of that one truck. The income is directly tied to what they do with that one truck, right? Hours worked or miles driven, depending on which lane. Obviously, we got different things you can do with a box truck, all right? This is for box trucks, right? OTR, final mile, moving. You can throw moving in there, Amazon, curbside final mile, big and bulky final mile, whatever. Success is going to be equated to getting the loads done on time and efficiently. A master contractor sees themselves as a business owner first. A master contractor sees himself as a business owner first. You got to remember, a master contractor is running a fleet. Now, an independent contractor should see themselves as a business owner first, but a lot of them don't. They see themselves as a box trucker. They see themselves as just a solo owner operator, which is what they are. But mentally, they should be looking at that one truck as a Fortune 500 company. A master contractor focuses on systems. They focus on people. They focus on client relationships. Very, very important, right? Because a master contractor's goal is to continue to build. So client relationships are very, very big. If you've been following my channel for a long time, you know my backstory. You know I'm a master contractor. You know I've always talked about relationships. I joke, about taking food off people. Say it's a joke. I do it in a joking manner, but I'm dead ass serious. Why? Because a master contractor has a thirst for more. We don't look at things like the independent contractor. We look at things on a scale. We don't look at what our there's one truck. We look at margins. So it's a different mindset. It's a totally different mindset. Income for a master contractor is tied to the performance of the fleet, not just one truck, not just the labor. Fuck the labor. The fleet. Success from a master contractor perspective is equal to contracts being fulfilled profitably every single day of the week. Whether you as the master contractor are still in the driver's seat of your fleet, however many vehicles you got, or if you're removed from the field operations. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. profitability every day across the board for the fleet. Now I got a chart. Oh, let's do it this way because I don't want to block it out. I've categorized things, all right? I want to go over independent contractor versus master contractor, the differences from a mindset perspective. All right, so an independent contractor, as far as identity, truck driver who owns a truck, master contractor, a company that manages a contract or a multitude of contracts, right? So I've had a multitude of trucks in one 3PL doing different things, all right? Focus, driving for the independent contractor, driving and personal efficiency. As far as the master contractor, it's going to be scaling operations and managing people, right? The master contractor has that thirst for more, and more. And then the more you scale, obviously you have to manage people. You've always heard me talk about, Mark, what's the hardest thing that you had to deal with at scale? And I always say the same thing, the people, different personalities. You have to deal with people from all walks of life, different personalities, and they're bringing their problems from home to work. And sometimes you have to pay for it. I talked about the guy, the first time I had a truck get roofed. One of my best guys throughout my tenure. That guy started with me in 2012. He was with me to 2021. One day, because of personal problems at home, he made a bad turn on the same route, took the roof off the truck. Mine was somewhere else. It's always people. Managing people. You have to be good at managing people. When you're an independent owner or operator, just focusing on yourself. Some people aren't good with managing people. Some people don't want to deal with other people. There's an art to dealing with people. And I'm going to be honest with you, and some people may not like this. Some of it, you have to manipulate people. You have to manipulate people into doing what you need them to do for the betterment of the business. Now, I'm not saying it's unethical, but sometimes you may have to finesse some shit. I may despise you. I may still be pissed off with you for something that you did 2 weeks ago, but I still need to exercise some level of professionalism, and I may have to finesse you and make it seem like everything is all good to get done what I need to get done. The day that this guy tore the roof off my damn truck, I was furious at him. I didn't yell at him because of the situation. But I had to finesse the shit. I still needed this guy to come to work. While I went through the whole process with this roof, I had to look at this guy every day while it's costing me thousands of dollars. Some people wouldn't have been able to deal with that situation because they wouldn't have been able to deal with the individual as far as looking at the individual every single day while they're simultaneously spending money because of something that they did. Income source, independent contractor, your own labor. You get out what you put in. It's a master contractor, other people's labor, and the assets that you build, which are the equipment, the trucks. Risk thinking. Independent contractors like to avoid risk. Independent contractors' mindset is always complacency. They like to stay in their comfort zone. We've seen that a lot. I've seen that a lot since I've been doing content creation. I've seen it with people that come up on the channel. I've seen it with other content creators that are active. In business, you can't stay in your comfort zone. Business is a never-changing landscape. And a lot of the reason business changes is things that are beyond your control. So if you get complacent, you like to stay in your comfort zone, it's only going to be a matter of time that something happens. It could be a pandemic like we saw in 2020. It could be a shift in the economy. It could be technology. If you've been watching my channel, I always say you have to think ahead. What do I always say? Yes, today is August 14th, but mentally I'm in January of 2026 already. The rest of my year is already planned. I know what I got going on. I'm already 6 months ahead somewhere. You don't want to be the person that's complacent and plateaus. You don't want to be the person that's stagnant. A master contractor doesn't think like that. A master contractor is never stagnant. Master contractors, we accept calculated risk. For example, I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy the older equipment that some of your favorite content creators told you not to. Why? Because I understand the margins in this business are small, so I have to keep my overhead low. And what you're scared to do, I'm not. Why? I'm going to go get older equipment. I'm going to invest in a diesel mechanic or mechanic to go with me. We're going to spend a day out there. We're going to get there before they open. We're going to be sitting out there when they open so it can give us enough time to go through as many trucks. By lunchtime, whatever trucks we went through, now we need to make a decision. Which ones you think are best that we've test driven? Now it's time to go through the process of elimination. I'm taking a calculated risk on a piece of equipment. Because this piece of equipment is going to make me more money. I'm not going to be like these guys that's scary. Scared money don't make no money. Decision making, independent contractors. And if you came in late, this is not a pit, one versus the other. We're talking about the mindset. I think every single independent contractor, even if your goal is just to remain independent, you should still have the mindset of a master contractor. Decision making. And we're going to get through this quick. All right. Because it's pretty cut and dry. All right. Decision making. Independent contractors, it goes back to what I said as far even with their risk taking. They think short term. This survival shit. I talked about this recently. Like survival to me is a person that just want to get by. They don't want to get ahead. And we've been having this conversation lately. I don't know if it's because of the crazy guy or why we've been having this conversation lately. I don't know if he is the reason why we've been having those types of conversations. Because I got so much in my head as far as content. But this short-term survival shit it's a minimalistic way of thinking. It's a get-by mentality instead of a get-ahead mentality. I always say I'm old enough as far in life and tenured in business that I know getting a by is only going to get you by for so long and something's going to happen and now you're going to be ahead. If you focus on getting ahead, when these unforeseen situations do arise, you're ahead so you can battle those things without, batting an eye. This is the purpose of getting ahead, preparing for what's to come, because it's going to come, especially in business, especially in this business. The main thing that most people are scared. I don't understand why people are so scared of a breakdown. If you are in trucking and breakdowns scare you, you shouldn't be in the trucking, because I could tell you one thing's for sure, two things for certain. It's going to happen. I ain't never let a breakdown scare me. You just prepare for it. It's going to happen. If you're worried, if you're running and your main fear is a breakdown, it tells me one thing: you're not prepared for it. The main resource that you need to be able to overcome it, you either don't have it or you low on it, and that's capital. When people come and talk to me with that shit, this is how I win all my debates. I don't like all that scary maintenance shit. That's scary shit to me. This is trucking. Truck gonna break down. It's inevitable. That's for certain. The uncertainty of a breakdown is what's going to happen. It's going to be your fuel pump, your water pump. It's going to be your hubs. It's going to have tires blow out, brakes, trans, engine. That's the only thing that's uncertain. The truck is going to break down. The uncertainty is what's going to happen when it breaks down. What is the breakdown going to consist of? On the flip coin, the master contractor doesn't worry about that minimalistic shit. We were focused on long-term scalability. We thinking about the money. As long as you think about the money, when things arise, the money is there. Focus on the money. I see more independent contractors focusing on the negative shit. I don't give a fuck about the negative shit. I'm focusing. If I'm gonna put my focus on anything, it's gonna be the money, man. The money gonna solve all problems. The money gonna solve all the problems. Well, I'm gonna put my energy into that. Problem solving. Independent contractors search for solutions to fix their own issues. Master contractors build systems. Now I'm gonna give you an example. And I've given this example before. But we got a lot of new people to the channel. Truck breakdown. We're going to stay with this because this is what scares everybody in this business. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications. What happens when a truck breaks down? Independent contractor. We can look at it from two scenarios. We can look at it from a breakdown while the truck is active on a load or on a route. Or we can look at it where it's breaking down and it's parked. It's not active on a load or a route. One thing that I see a lot of independent contractors do. I had a guy that got a really good route about a year or two ago. Not going to say the company name, but it's something that he got from my channel. It's with a company, and he was struggling right when the market started to decline, and he got in with this company. $1,000 a day, curbside. An opportunity that a lot of OTR guys would die to have right at this moment. 2 weeks into the contract, truck broke down. Instead of thinking like a master contractor would think, truck broke down, he put it in his shop, and he just didn't do anything. What do you think that company did? They moved on. Let me tell you what a master contractor would do. Rent a truck. I've told people that during peak season, which is moving season, peak season, moving season, even from a furniture delivery aspect for final mile, it's the summertime, spring and summer. Let me see how much people have been paying attention. Everybody's been following my channel for a while. What did I do in the summertime to ensure we had 100% upside? What did I do in the summertime to ensure that we were 100% up and operational? See who's been paying attention. Get some little crowd engagement. I want to see who's been paying attention for the past 3 years and 3 months or 4 months or however long I've been doing this. Let's see. What I do every peak season. And not peak season like y'all think. That's not peak season for me. Peak season for me, spring, summer. What did I do? What did I do? Let's see. Let's see who's paying attention. Marcellus got it. I would go get 3 rental trucks. Park them. Now, some are like, why would you just have 3 trucks sitting? Well, this is my prime season. I have a moving company and a final mile company. Moving company, B2C. Money on top of money. You think I care about that funky ass $1,500 a week? That ain't shit. What I know is a truck is going to break down. I know this shit. If I got people that are scheduled to move on the 31st of the 1st, that day I'm going to lose thousands of dollars for a fucking breakdown. No, I'm prepared. I know my final mile trucks are running every single day. It's going to happen. Dynamics is calling me every day. You got another truck? Because an independent contractor is not going to show up. Guaranteed every day. At the end of the month, beginning of the month, when there's just an overflow, I'll use those trucks. When a truck goes down, I'll pull one up, stack, run this one to Amigo. See what's wrong with this one, pull one of them enterprise trucks and put it in. Dynamics call it, Mark, you got an extra truck? Somebody didn't show up. We got shit left on the dock. Let me see who off today. Hey, Genesis, call Hector and see if he want to come in and make some extra money. This is at a time period where rental trucks were very, very cheap. But at the end of the day, I got a moving business that's fronting the cost of it. That ain't shit. $1,500 a week for a truck to sit just in case. And guess what? We had to use the trucks because trucks broke down. Trucks needed to go in for maintenance. And there was always an overflow. There's no way if I'm an independent contractor, I'm going to lose $1,000 a day contract. One man. A contract that if I could get more than 50% of you guys, which I can, this contract, you would stop what you're doing and say, Mark, sign me up. Because it's guaranteed. It's local. Truck breaks down, they're not going to give you 2-3 weeks to figure that shit out. You'll be lucky if they give you a week. Truck goes down today, Thursday. While I'm waiting, wherever the fuck I'm at, while the truck is down, I'm on the other phone, I'm on the other line with my rep at Enterprise. I'm on the other phone, on the other line with my rep at goddammit, Penske. You think I'm going to let Mark take my food off my table? Why? Because it's a Mark in there. It's a master contractor that's waiting. It's another person that's waiting. That's an OTR guy right now that's complaining about cheap rates, cheap freight and all this shit that would love to get a guaranteed $1,000 a day contract and sleep in their bed at night. So whether it's a master contractor in there lobbying for it that recovered it the previous day, and then there's recovering it the second day because you didn't do what's in your best interest, or the third day, if it's not that individual, it's the person who's at the top of that stack that would love to come off the road and get that guaranteed 1,000 and them 15 stops a day. You better believe it. So why would you allow one of these individuals to take your food? I saw this happen with this individual. Individual regrets it to this day. Could have just rented a truck. That's the mindset. Thinking here instead of thinking here. Rates drop. What does an independent contractor do? Cuts personal expenses, run harder. What does a master contractor do? Negotiate new terms. adds revenue stream, shifts routes. I see a lot of independent contractors that what did I do? I'm just going to use the audience. What did I do after we went from Dynamics to Urban Express, which is no longer in existence because XPO acquired them, and then we folded under the XPO umbrella. And then once we got under XPO's umbrella, and then they finally called me in for that meeting once they decided they were going to transition out of Urban Express's rate system into their own rate system. And when they presented it to me, what did I do? What did I do? See, Marcella's got the first one, so we know Marcella's been watching for a long time. Let's see who else been watching for a long time. What did I do as a master contractor when XPO came? I walked up out that bitch. I took my trucks and I left. Wasn't going to be financially rewarding or profitable for me at that point. But you see what independent contractors do? They run at a loss just to say they got some shit. Why? You run harder at a loss, or you run harder to make up for now what you're no longer like. And we've seen that happen. Look what's going on. It's due to the individual's own ignorance. But I'm not gonna never do nothing at scale at a loss. I've ran routes at losses before. I used to run a lot of routes for Select at a loss. Container Store, I ran that at a loss. But I got 3 other trucks running for Select. I'm able to recoup my losses on that one route over here. My margins are going to be smaller, but I'm making my money at scale. Shift things around. Okay, those trucks are going to be down for a minute. I'm going to rotate these guys over here. We're going to book more jobs over here. Listen, y'all coming off Final Mile. I'm going to put y'all over here on the moving side, and I'm going to move these trucks somewhere else. I got to get these trucks somewhere else. Give me another week or two. I get on the phone. This is where the relationships come in at. Yo, Mike, like, what else you got going on in Chicago? Yeah, we got 3 running, but I can run more. I just took this many trucks from XPO. You took them from XPO? Why, Mark? Man, they came with this bullshit. We was getting 500 a day, but you know they just acquired Urban Express. They talking about some $33 fucking a stop. Hell no. They not giving you a guarantee with all them trucks. Nope. XPO was not budging. On top of that, they want me to put a $3 million umbrella on top of all the insurance we got. A $3 million umbrella on top? Hell yeah. So now reducing my pay, and I got to go get a $3 million. I called my damn broker and told him to add this shit, and he was like, Mark, this account really worth it? Because, man, I don't even want to tell you how much more money this shit going to be on your policy if we add it. I still don't know how much it was. He wouldn't tell me. I said, is it that bad? He said, yeah. Is this account really worth it? This is my broker talking to me. Man, we up out of here. You know how many people that I talked to since I've been creating content, independent contractors, that just want to hold on to some shit and run it at a loss just to say they doing some shit? Hell no, not me. You get on the phone and you start making your calls. You start negotiating. You start shifting shit around. This is business. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing. I don't care who told you. They lied to you. Now let's talk about transitioning. Master contractors, this is already our mindset. But let's talk about from an independent contractor perspective. to a master contractor mindset. Even if you want to stay, and like I said, for the people that came in late, this is not to pit one against each other. But I think in order to be ultimately successful as an independent contractor, even if that's your goal, that's fine. You still need to have the mindset of a master contractor. Delegation. You should be able to delegate to yourself. The thing is, a lot of independent contractors, they don't separate their business from themselves. You should look at yourself as an employee for your business. A lot of people say, man, I don't want to work for anybody else. I'd rather work for myself. If I'm going to be a slave, I'd rather be a slave for myself. Oh, slave, they use all this slave shit, right? But then when you look at how they operate their business, they think they the business. No, you're not. This is why you struggling. I'm the CEO. I ain't never been the CEO of shit. The highest position I'm ever going to take in any of my companies is going to be the president. I don't want to be the CEO. My accountant taught me that shit 12 years ago. Don't never list yourself the CEO. You focused on this branding and titles and all this shit. No, I'm just the highest paid employee. I'm the decision maker. I'm the head decision maker for this corporation. I'm an employee. I'm just a high paid employee. I'm a slave for the business. I'm still an employee. You ain't no motherfucker. If you think you the business, you a goddamn fool. That's why you struggling. You should be able to delegate yourself a task and accomplish it. As an employee, business to employee, even though you're a single owner operator. Systems, something that I've been covering a lot. Standard operating procedures, something else that I've been covering a lot lately. The main reason a lot of people are struggling outside of the mindset, outside of cost, laziness. If you're going to be lazy or if you're not competent to do some of the things that you should be doing, like managing your books, then you need to get systems in place and you need to hire people that are going to do these things for you. Whether it be an accountant or whatever. None of these people that I talk to, independent contractors, have no systems in place. Truck breaks down, you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. How you running a business and you don't have no systems? Talking to the guy the other day on the call-in show. How you gonna hire somebody in a truck when you ain't never been in a truck? So how can you create an SOP? Well, man, what's the main thing people always say with this whole fucking stream of revenue shit? Well, they said they came from another company, so he could have been a piece of shit at the other company. The other company could have been ran like shit. Just because a motherfucker said they came from somewhere don't mean they good. This is why you have to have your own standard operating procedures, because you want people to meet your standards. I always use this example, Walmart and Target. I may have been at Walmart for 10 years. Yes, if I go apply at Target, I'm going to use my resume of being at Walmart for 10 years to help ensure that I'm going to get the job at Target. 9 times out of 10, especially in today's society, Target is going to hire me. They're going to need the help. Well, fuck, this guy has 10 years big box retail experience. Yeah, let's get him in here. But just because I was at Walmart for 10 years does not mean that they're not going to train me to Target standards. They have their own SOPs. Every time somebody come up on my show and they say, well, yeah, well, I say, did you train them? No. Well, they said they'd been driving for 5 years. And then now you're complaining about how much of a bad person, how much they sucked. There's another guy that's in my Discord. Haven't seen him in a while. He's probably mad at me. Just because you're in my Discord don't mean I'm not going to hold you accountable. Did you go out and train him? No. Why not? I don't know, Mark. So you just gave the keys to some fucking stranger that you found on Indeed, and you just let him go. Well, I got tracking on the truck. What the fuck does tracking got to do with training this motherfucker? Part of going out and training them is observation. You're wondering why you need breaks every fucking month. Why? This motherfucker is slamming on the brakes. You would have seen that when you were training them. You would have been able to do corrective action. Hey, I see you're heavy on the brake. Ease on the brake. Ain't no need to bring the speed down. Ease on the brake. How you gonna get mad at a motherfucker for being nasty and shit? You would have saw they was nasty when you went out. Motherfucker farting and shit. Ain't showering, funky than a motherfucker. Eating, putting shit in the fucking front of the dash and all that shit. Nasty as hell. This is why you go out and you train somebody. Swinging the doors open. Don't know how to load the truck properly. Shit sliding it in. Strap the freight in the correct way. I'm gonna open up the line. Give me a second. I don't understand why people don't train people. A master contractor never puts nobody out in the field without training. I never sent nobody out without training them. When I was not in the field anymore, I had crews that were training crews. These were my premium crews. And if you were a new hire, you had to get on one of their trucks. You know why? Because these were the guys that knew everything inside and out. And guess what? Yo, how he do? Hey, he ain't gonna make it. Yeah, he ain't gonna make it. Yo, how he do? You know, he okay. You know, we gonna work with him. He got, you know, he did good. Even if we gotta just use him for like boxes and shit like that. He ain't one of them dogs yet. You know what I'm saying? But he worked. He kept working. He didn't slow down. He kept moving. So we gonna work with him. Why would I send somebody out and put them on an 18 or put them on a truck that's doing 18 work? This is my team. They getting big money over there. On the moving side, this the guys that's doing third to thirds. They doing third floor to fourth floor walks up. These my dogs. You know what I'm gonna tell if I put a motherfucker like that ain't been trained? Wait, why you got this pussy ass nigga with us? I'm just telling you what they gonna say. This weak ass dude, man. Fuck, man. He need to get trained, man. He's slowing us down, bro. We over here getting to this mugger. Yeah, he couldn't make it, man. This pussy ass motherfucker want to pick up one box. He carrying one box at a time, man. Get this dude. No, bro. Don't put him with us no more. I'm in the moving and the final mile business. This is the language. These is dogs. These are the guys that are doing the shit that most customers don't want to do for themselves. They could easily go run a U-Haul truck and do this shit themselves. They could easily go run a U-Haul truck when they go to Ashley Furniture and they buy a living room set. Ashley say, listen, we got two options. You could either pay the $150 for the delivery, or you can drive out to the suburbs to our distribution center and pick the shit up yourself. This is the language. This is why we put them through the training. Why? Because if he's good enough to keep, but he's here, then we put him with a C squad. C squad do C squad work. Put them on select, bye-bye baby, container store, little dainty shit like that. I got the older guys. Got a guy working for me, Uncle Phil. He's 50. he ain't too much heavy lifting, but he's a nice, strong guy. Got him over there just going to Bye Bye Baby, picking up baby cribs, delivering baby cribs, doing assembly. That's that type of work. I'm not going to put him over here on the A squad, on the moving side with the dogs, or the A side over here on the final mile side with the big, bulky, heavy furniture or the appliances, or the B side that's doing, let's say, maybe IKEA, some shit like that. Now I'm going to put him on the C squad. Yeah, he good enough just to move baby cribs and shit like that, or go to the container store and pick up shelves and shit like that. As an owner, as a master contractor, I have systems in place. It's just not anybody can go with anybody. He a body that I can use. I just can't use him here, but I can use him here. Hey, Mark, that motherfucker can't lift the shit, but that motherfucker could pack the shit out of a truck. So he can't lift shit. Now, he weak as hell, but he can pack a truck. All right, bet. Let's put him over there. You get trained to my standard. The people that do the training for me, I trained them. So here's the thing. If you fuck something up and you didn't do it to scope on the way my company trained you, I'm going to hold you accountable. If you fuck something up and you do it within the scope of the way we trained you, then the company will cover the loss. This is why you have systems. This is why you have standard operating procedures. It also protects you as the owner. I would never send somebody out just because. If you're sending people out without training them, you're lazy. Especially the middle mile guys, y'all love just hiring somebody, put them in the truck, and never went out. Why? Because you don't want to be on the truck with a stranger? Then you wonder why the motherfucker went out there and fucked your shit up or abandoned your shit. You have to think like you're running a Fortune 500 company, even with your one truck. Financial discipline. You know why master contractors can get to a point of being a master contractor is because they mastered financial discipline with the first truck. A reason why a lot of people that even who do want to scale from independent contractor to a master contractor can't get there because they haven't mastered a bunch of shit that they need to master. One of the things is the financial discipline. In order to scale, you need to be profitably making money. You know what, master contractors, what's a word? When you hear me talk about revenue, I use one word: profit margin. Master contractor, we look at shit from a profit margin perspective. You know what our independent contractors talk? Yeah, this is what I get paid a day. This is how much I'm making a day. This is how much I'm making a load. This is how much I'm making this. You never hear an independent contractor talk about their margin. You always hear me talk about margin. Just because you're an independent contractor, you still should be looking at it from a margin perspective. Leadership skills. One truck with no plans, one truck with plans to grow. You got to have good leadership skills. You have to be able to lead yourself. From an independent contractor's perspective, who's struggling, who's stagnant, who's hit a plateau and they can't get ahead, you know why? Not a good leader. You can't even lead yourself. This is something that you need. You're your own owner-operator. If you do things my way or you look at it from my perspective, you should separate yourself from your business. One thing that a master contractor can do effectively is manage other people. You have to be able to manage yourself. I say this. You know why a lot of people don't make it in business? as entrepreneurs, and we just associate an entrepreneur with an independent contractor because they failed as an employee. A lot of people think the answer to a lot of their financial problems is, man, I'm just going to start my own business. But if you're failing as an employee, and that's why you're frustrated and say, I can't do this no more, how are you going to be a good boss? How can you successfully coach or manage or motivate or even manipulate an employee on getting things done, doing what you need them to do, getting them to a level of success as an employee if you've never been able to do it yourself? You got to be a good follower before you could be a good leader. And that saying holds true. A lot of people never been a good follower. They've rebelled. You know why you don't have systems in place? As an owner, that's rebellion. Why? You rebelled against your boss when you was working. You were insubordinate. Anybody, listen to me. Let me explain you something. If you are operating, especially you middle mile guys, you independent contractors, you're insubordinate. If you don't know your operation costs, and we've seen it happen, and most of you don't. You don't know what your cost per mile is. You don't know the formula. You don't sit down. You're insubordinate. You were never a good employee. It's why you can't even be a good boss to yourself. You never had the discipline to come to work, do what was in your scope of work, and take your ass home and do that consistently Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. No matter how much you hated it, you couldn't do it. That's why you can't do this shit for your own business that requires discipline. Like your cost per mile. Am I lying? I just fucked a lot of people up right there. Ooh, I fucked some people up. They thinking like, damn. A lot of jobs I had, I hated them. I liked the Gap. I liked doing the promotions. I hated Target. But I had to take my ass there every day. I liked working for the advertising firm until I didn't because it required a lot of traveling. I liked working for the urban clothing store here in Chicago until me and Jamal just continued to get into it all the time. But those few jobs that I had in my life before I became an entrepreneur, I went there and I performed. When I started fresh out of high school in retail, when I was working at the Gap, I started as a stock associate. I worked my way up to management. You don't work your way up to management by one, not being efficient and not going, and this is a term that they used to use in that corporation, above and beyond. I would go above and beyond. This is back when in-store retail was booming. I worked at a flagship downtown Chicago. It was 4 levels. This is during peak season. I know what a real peak season looks like. All 4 floors were packed wall to wall. It was like a nightclub on every single floor, like this. The lines at the register, every single register open, the lines out the door, literally. They're calling up to the stock room on the walkie-talkies for size runs because shit was selling out. Mark, you up there? Yeah, I'm up here. Yeah, you got a relaxed jean, men's, and a 38-32. Hold on a second. Let me check the stock. I go relaxed. Is that stonewashed or rinsed? The stonewash. Give me a second. 38-32 coming down the chute. Then I would run it to the chute. We had a chute and you'll put it down in the chute, and then you'll push the button and it'll go to the second floor, the first floor, to the kids' floor. Or if it was the women's floor, I would have to run it down the stairs. And I would literally run. And the manager, my stop manager, her name was Katie. She would see this. When she gave me that first promotion, this is what she said. She said, I observe you, like you're here, you're dedicated. I literally watch you run backstock down to the floor, literally run. I'm 18, my first job. I was happy. I didn't come there and half-ass nothing. Anything that I do, I want to be the best at it. Why? Because what comes with the promotion? More money. I want to make more money. This is ultimately why I'm going above and beyond. I want to make more money. I understand with promotion comes more money. So I know what it's like to be a successful employee. I know what it takes to grow as an employee. Same thing with the next company I work for. Same thing when I did promotions at night. I'm not even 21 yet. Why am I in nightclubs? Man, I'm hitting the bouncer. Boom, it's 90 now. Boom. Man, I got that new Ja Rule, man. I just got to give Ferris his wax. I got to give Ferris these 2 records. Man, let me hit you with this new Ja Rule CD. It ain't even out. Let me hit you with this new Memphis Bleak. Man, come on, shorty. Just stay out the way. Man, I got to get to WHBK. Man, I need to go hit JP Chill Saturday night. Man, I need to ride up to NIU. I got to go hit Third Rail. I'm telling my age right now. I'm out all night sniping poles. The national team came in. It's the hard knock life to it. Man, you sniped them poles? Yeah, bro, you went all the way to the top. I'm getting recognition, man. We're going to let you come on the tour bus. We're going to let you do just the Midwest as a reward. Man, we see you. I'm getting other opportunities. Man, shorty, you did that? Yeah. Listen, I got Foxy Brown coming to town, man. I need somebody to do the promotion. How much you going to charge me? I'm going above and beyond. Why? Because I want to be seen. Why? Because it's going to bring me more opportunities to make more money. I'm working hard to make more money. If I do it, no matter how hard, I need to be good at it. I'm not going to half-ass nothing. Now that translates over to later on down the line when I get in business, and I'm observing shit. When I'm there, I'm observing operations. I'm observing HR. I'm observing how HR interacts with me, how HR interacts with others. I'm observing how operations handles things. I'm observing how upper management handles situations when there's a crisis situation. I remember when we had a real bad snowstorm in 99, 2000. Everybody called off except 4 people. This is a flagship store. I get to the store. I made it. I had my OG drive. She had an SUV, so she was able to trudge through the snow. I just thought everybody was going to be there. I didn't know everybody was going to call off. A lot of the stores on Michigan Avenue closed. Sharon, which was the ops manager, she was there outside shoveling the snow. Janitorial didn't even show. She was so happy to see me. It was 4 of us that ran that whole store. I stayed the whole day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And she was, nobody liked her because she was mean. That day I got in her good graces. I wasn't trying to go above and beyond to get to work. I just thought it was another day. Snow or no snow. There was another situation where being downtown Chicago, there was a rodent situation. It had made a nest behind one of the dumpsters. They were offering, and I got incentivized that day of the snow, but there was another situation with a rodent situation behind one of the dumpsters, and a lot of the trucks that would come in, Hill Brothers did the delivery. That was the trucking company that did a lot of the deliveries for the Gap back then. And just nobody wanted to come back, do the deliveries when Hill Brothers Trucking would pull up with the deliveries because of the rats. It's downtown Chicago. It's like New York. They were nesting. It was me and another employee, Alvin. They were incentivized, like, whoever want to go out there and move the nest, get rid of them, cool. Man, me and Alvin went out there, man. I went and got a long ass stick. I banged on the garbage can. The motherfuckers came. I took the stick. I flipped the garbage can up. Listen, they offering incentives. I'm gonna tell you what they gave Big Mark. I took a long stick. I flipped up the lid of the garbage can, started banging on the garbage can. Boom. Alvin was a little bit more thug than me. Alvin just walked up when I was banging on. He just walked up and just pushed the shit. The motherfuckers flying and shit. We cleaned all that shit up. I got a shovel, cleaned all that shit up, moved that shit out the way so the people that worked the third shift at night could take the litter. They didn't want to do it because at nighttime, that's when they come out. We had to get rid of the nest. They were nesting behind the dumpsters. Man, they gave me $2,500. I'm about that mugger. You tell me you're gonna pay, I'm gonna go above and beyond. I'm gonna do what a lot of these motherfuckers not gonna do. How can you be a good owner if you ain't never been a good employee? Motherfuckers ain't finna be running to give people jeans. I was running. Efficiency. So this is why a lot of independent contractors that want to get to this master contractor point can't get there. And this is why a lot of independent contractors who don't want to scale have a hard time accelerating. Even just as an independent contractor, they hit that plateau, and then that's it. Their mindset isn't there. You cannot be a good boss, leader, if you've never mastered being a good employee. It's a mindset thing. If you're going to do something, then do it. Even in anything. Even this shit. See people come, we see people go. We see people come, they half-ass it. If you're not a person that's mentally challenged, I challenge myself in anything I do. Jim, I see that super chat. Appreciate that. Anything I do, I know we got to get it done. I set a goal. Yo, we gonna walk on this incline on 15, the highest incline, for 20 minutes. That gives me about 200 calories burnt. It gets easier after 5, 6, 7 minutes once the stiffening starts to loosen up. Then it gets boring around 10 minutes, but then I still got another 10 minutes to go. We not giving up until we hit the 20-minute mark. Anything I do, I have to set a goal and accomplish it. If you don't, you're a failure. I'm not going to fail myself. The problem is with a lot of independent contractors, they don't have that mind frame. A master contractor got that mind frame. Independent contractor doesn't set goals. I've showcased they don't even do their cost per mile. One truck, 100 trucks. You should have the same mentality. It's business at the end of the day. Treat it as such. All right, let me get to these super chats. Appreciate that. Shout out to Jeremiah. Where's that at?
Sweet.
Mark, if I was working for you, I would be in the office with you chilling. Okay, appreciate that super chat. I don't know what to, I don't know what to say for that. I would say that would all depend on where I was at that particular time, or what I would be doing, or what business. But I can't agree to that. But appreciate it nonetheless. Um, who was this that said they wanted to talk? Michelle Brown. All right, I'm gonna drop the link for you, Michelle Brown. All right, I'm gonna drop the link. There go the link for Michelle Brown. Uh, uh, so there's a link for Michelle Brown. Let me just go through and make sure I got all these super chats. Appreciate everybody. Got like 100 people, I think, across the platforms. 52 likes. Make sure you guys hit the like button, please. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications. This dude said, "Thanks to Jamal, you are where you are now." Well, this is somebody who's clearly been watching the channel. Yeah, because if me and Jamal wouldn't have got into it, I never would have went to Craigslist that day. So you're correct. And indirectly, Jamal, that day, July 10th, 2010, when we got into it, I remember that day. Like, that day was very important, because if it wasn't for that day, I wouldn't even be talking to you guys right now. I never would have did what I did to even have the knowledge that I have. And every time I talk to Jamal, we still remain really good friends. And you know what's funny? Even his business hit a plateau. Nobody buys urban fashion anymore. You know, back when I was working for him, we selling urban fashion. This is back when people were buying Nietzsche, academics. What else was popping during the 2000s? Nietzsche, academics, um, Jordan Craig. What else was popping? Like, urban fashion, nobody wears that shit anymore. So he eventually ended up like going into mid 2010s. Believe it or not, he came over. He worked for me for a little bit because he saw that I left. By this time, I'm fleet, trucks, warehouse, and he thought he could come in and do the same thing, but then he ended up having to work for me because he had to learn the business. That's one thing about Arabs. One thing I can say about Arabs, they'll come and work and learn the business. But once he went out there, I remember I was sending him to do Office Depot. He was like, "Man, this is a lot of fucking work." It was a lot of work, and he decided to go on and do something else. He's believe it or not, he's a public school teacher now. He's a public school teacher now. He's a public school teacher. He went back to school, got his master's in psychology, and he works for Chicago Board of Education. He teaches at a school. I don't know if he's still in Gage Park, but I think he was teaching at Gage Park. He would always say, "Man, I got a lot of respect for your mother, man. This is, yeah." But she's retired now, by the grace of God. I'm glad she did her 34 years. She's been retired for 11 years. But yeah, he's a public school teacher now. But that goes back to what I said earlier. In business, nothing lasts forever. You never know what lies ahead. What's fortunate for him is he did right. He bought property. He ended up selling that business. When the money was coming in, he appropriated uh things correctly. He ended up buying a home. Um, Now he's a school teacher. He tried some other businesses. It just didn't work. He comes from a family of merchants. His father passed. His father owned two grocery stores here on the south side of Chicago that got bought out, and he retired, and he eventually passed. And his father and none of the brothers wanted to take over the grocery business on the south side, and so he ended up selling. University of Chicago bought one because they bought the land, and the other one he sold to another party. And yeah, but yeah, I never talked about whatever happened with Jamal, but that's what happened with Jamal. All right, let's see who we got. Is that Michelle? Hello,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm good. I'm trying to fix my camera. How are you?
I'm well. I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I just need some advice. Um,
We lost you. We lost you. We lost you. We lost you. You there you go. Can't hear you now. We see you, but we can't hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah, call back up. When you call back up, just don't touch nothing. You had everything going until you got to touching stuff. Hey, why y'all be cool until y'all be wanting to touch stuff? Just hello?
Oh, I'm sorry, I got a phone call.
Oh,
I
that's what it
should
was.
I should have put it on do not disturb.
Hmm.
Um, I am getting ready to start a trucking business, and I just need some advice on what size of a truck to get. I want to stay in New York. I don't want to go over the road right now until I get familiar with, how everything works. So, um, I don't want to jump out the window and get a 26-foot if I don't have to. I'm in New York. So I'm just trying to see which size would be best for me to, you know, I can still make money.
How long you been watching my channel?
Um, about
It ain't
a
it
month,
ain't been too
about
long.
a month,
Yeah, I could tell it
about
ain't
a
been too
month.
long. Okay. All right.
Be too hard
So
on me.
well, I can't be too hard on you. You're an older woman, so I can't treat you how I treat these guys. Now, if you was a younger woman, then maybe, but not an older woman. Now, I'm not saying older in like a bad thing, but I have to. I'm not going to disrespect you. You gonna be driving the truck, right?
Yes, it's me and my son. I'm gonna own 51%, and he's gonna own 49%.
How old is your son?
My son is 35.
So he talked you into this. Be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yes, he did.
All right.
Yes.
Is he there with you?
No, he's not.
Does he watch this channel?
Yes, I think he does. Yep.
What does he do right now?
He's a contractor. Me and him are both contractors. We both have a cleaning business now.
And since he presented this to you, what is his idea?
Well, when he came to me, he was just like he wanted to get a box truck so he could start, doing deliveries. And that's when I started watching you and other content creators about, the box truck business and, just how to get started and everything.
Who else you watch?
It's another heavy set guy, and then there's a lady that I watch. I forgot her last name. I think it's Right or
Oh,
something.
I don't know.
I
Who
watch her.
you said right?
I think her last name is Right. It's Right. I forget her company.
I
Right
don't know. Who
Logistics. Or
who you like the best?
I like you.
All right, cool.
I watch you the
Well,
most.
okay, all right. Well, so he said he came to you. He said, "Mama, I want to start a box truck business."
Well,
But what?
we've actually been looking into other business. We were going to start a porta potty business um last year, but we couldn't find any land to buy to, put the porta potties and the trucks on. So
Okay. So
when he came,
what's the plan for this box truck business? Is it an OTR thing? Like, what is he like? What did he present to you
no,
so far?
he doesn't want to go over the road either. We want to stay in New York. If we do, it would be like outside, like maybe Pennsylvania, Virginia, somewhere close. We both want to be home at night.
All right.
So,
So you're gonna have to find something local. You need to just look into local contracts. So local one man contracts. You said you don't want to do a 26-foot box truck, right?
Um, if I don't have to, I don't really want to.
What size were you looking at?
Um, 18 or 20.
Those aren't popular sizes. You know, I mean, you could. I mean, there's 18 you could do for final mile. Some final mile contracts will let you on with an 18 or 20, but those aren't like popular size trucks. Like, what are you trying to do? Like freight, like delivery freight, like pallets?
Yes,
All
yes.
right. So if you're trying to do pallets, you're gonna need a 26-foot box truck
20.
in most
All right.
cases. Yeah, most people that are gonna do like curbside type work, they're gonna require at least a 24-footer. You know, but 26-foot box truck, 18, 20. You know, there's opportunities out there, but for those, but they're few and far between because the 26-foot box truck one man curbside opportunities are few and far between. Those are going to be more few and far between than the 26-foot ones. If you want to do something with a smaller box truck, you're gonna have to do something local, more big and bulky base. Um, you can look to see if you can find something with a smaller box truck that's local, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be far and few between.
So I should just get the 26.
I'm not gonna tell you what you should get. I'm gonna just tell you, you know, you need to do your research, right? You need to understand what you're investing in. You also need to know that you're in New York. So there's going to be a lot more costs associated with running a truck in and around New York. Um, uh, but you have to figure out. So you just want to do one man pallet stuff, right? No big and bulky, no furniture, no appliances.
Oh,
He's
no, no,
going.
no. I don't want to do no furniture.
Who's going to be driving, him or you?
I'm going to be doing most of the driving. I would rather drive myself than anybody else.
So let me ask you this. Oh Jesus, why are you putting me in this position? Why? Because I'm straightforward on this channel. This
I know.
trucking, I why are you gonna put me in this position, man? But see, I don't want to do it because I know ultimately why you doing it, and I ultimately know what is to come. And just from looking at, like, I'm a good, like, I can look at your setting and tell you really don't have to do this. What is that? A
No,
hammock?
I don't. I'm
What is that?
basically. No,
Go
I
ahead.
don't need to do it. I want to try to help him to make sure,
I know you're trying to set him up for the future, and
Yeah.
that's great. You know what I'm saying? I applaud you for that. One, if anybody's going to be on the truck, it should be him.
Well, we're both going to be on there. We're both going to
Ma'am,
be on there.
let me tell you something. And I'm 45 years old. All right. The hardest things you could do in a box truck, I've done it. So I'm qualified to speak on something that's not as labor intensive. I would never put my mother on a truck because I know what comes with it. Knowing what I know, what I've been through, there's no way. Even if our scenario was the same, knowing what I know, there's no way. Even from a pump and pallet jack, it's no way. Now, you can do what you want to do, but I know the labor that's still associated with lifting a lift gate up and down, pumping up a pallet jack, moving stuff around in that truck, pulling that stuff back out onto the lift gate, lowering the pallet jack, obstacles that may arise with you moving pallets and stuff around. Some people may be like, yo, I just know what's associated. I've been in some tough situations. I'm a fit, willing and able man. if you're going to do it for your son, which that's great. You shouldn't be on the truck. If he's
Well,
35,
I'm gonna do the driving. I'm gonna have it's either gonna be him or I have a guy that's gonna help me move like the pallets and stuff. But I'm used to
so
working hard. I've been doing
so
construction
so
for
so 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 now I get it. He ain't got no driver's license.
yeah, he does have driver's license. He does
So
he's just
so
not
why
the
why
best
you need
driver.
why you need somebody else to do the driving?
No, I didn't say to do the driving. I want to do the driving. Me and him are going to do the driving, but I know I'm going to do the majority of the driving because he's already talking about hiring someone to drive. And I'm telling him we need to learn this before I want to drive
Okay.
at least a year before I hire someone to put. I trust myself before I trust anybody else with the truck. So I was telling him I would rather drive if I have to, and if I have to bring a guy along to help, move the pallets or whatever, I'll pay someone to do that. But
Well,
right now I
if
want to drive or he
if
can
if
drive.
if if you're gonna bring a guy on the truck just to move pallets, like listen to me. That's three people eating off one truck. The
No,
margins. Go ahead.
it if he's not with me, if my son is not there to help me move the pallets, then I would get someone. And no, it's not going to be three of us. It's only going to be two, either me and my son or me and someone else, or if he drives, him and another person or whatever. But it's only going to be two people.
It only takes one person to do one man work. So I'm not gonna listen to me. With all due respect, I've been doing this a long time, and I'm talking about the trucking aspect. But even from the advisory, as far as what we're doing right now, been doing this a long time too. Um, I don't want to crush your dreams, but I don't like what I'm hearing. I don't. I think it's a recipe for disaster, and I think 99.7% of people in this chat would probably agree just by what they're saying in the chat.
I can't see what they're saying.
Don't worry about what they're saying. Just worry about what I'm saying. There's just things that if you need to bring somebody, okay, you're proving my point as far as you not being on the truck. If you have to bring somebody just to move pallets for you, you're proving my point.
I
No,
I don't have to bring
okay,
anyone, but
okay.
if I chose to, I would just drive and then have someone else. I don't mind working. I've been doing construction for 15 years. Plus, with
Mm-hmm.
my cleaning business, I do flooring. So I have to pick up flooring, boxes of flooring, 55-gallon buckets of paint, so I'm used to work. So
Okay.
using
All right.
a deck is not really um, difficult for me. But like I said, I would plan on bringing a guy with me to, help me load the truck.
All right. Well, if you want to do that, then yeah. If you want to do curbside, you're not trying to lift furniture, appliances, things like that. You would have to get a curbside contract. Real difficult to get them nowadays, but that's the type of contract you would be looking for. Um, I don't understand why if you're going to be the investor to help set him up for something, I just don't understand why he just doesn't do the work. I don't understand why you need to be on the truck at all.
Honestly, all he wants to do is hire someone. He wants to get the truck and then hire someone to do it. And I'm
All
telling
right,
him
so
can't do that. We have to drive. We have to learn this ourselves. We just can't get the truck and then hire someone to drive it and not know what. entails with everything. So
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, and I hate to do this, because I'm really, really straightforward, and this is why a lot of people watch this channel. If he's telling you that, I wish it wasn't your son, because I would tell you to run, because you're gonna be left when the shit hit the fan. It's gonna be on you. If he's 35 and he wants to start a trucking business and he doesn't want to do any aspect of it, it's a recipe for disaster. Second of all, in this lecture that I just did, I talked about the whole supplement, the stream of revenue thing that a lot of these contractors just go get a truck and put a driver in it. You're not gonna make any money unless you plan on scaling. At some point, then you and him plus a driver is no money being made. But here's the thing: I'm gonna tell you why you're not gonna scale. Hold on, let me finish. I'm gonna tell you why you're never gonna scale. And I just talked about it. No standard operating procedures. If you don't know what the hell you're doing, how can you put somebody out there successfully? If your son, which is the partner, and the reason why you're 50%, 51%, which is controlling interest, is because you're putting the money up. See, I'm a business person.
Well,
You're putting the hold on.
Let me
go ahead. Go ahead.
So I could get we could get the MWBE certification. If I own 51%, I can get the W.
I get all that. I get all of that. And that's all great. I know that a lot of these content creators, they sell you on that. That's good. But what they don't tell you even on that, it's not as sweet as it used to be. You know why? You know who's gonna be your number one competition for that? I'm asking you. Just take a wild guess. Take a wild guess. And it's not to discourage you, but a lot of people sell you on that until they get in, and then they come back like, man, this is white women.
Well, that's why we'll have M too. We'll have the M and W.
White women are a minority.
Yeah.
Their husbands really run. Yeah, white women are a minority. Yes. Oh, yeah. You on the Mark the Mentor channel. This is where you're gonna get the real gems from. Yeah, white women. Their husbands really run shit, but they get their wives to get the controlling interest, because women, and see, this is what Black and Hispanic women didn't realize when they partnered and pushed this whole women movement. It has nothing to do with color. When they pushed this whole women movement, they didn't realize they were displacing themselves when they did that. Now, white women are minorities now. And the husbands, yeah. But anyway, nonetheless, because that's later on down the line. Let's get back to the topic at hand. I don't like what I'm hearing. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not the type of person that I'm just gonna give you information and just listening. It's a recipe for disaster. You got a 35-year-old person, you telling me you gonna be on the truck and he don't want to drive. Like and that's your son. So I know what it takes to build a business in trucking. I've seen people that have tried to do it that way. They all fail. Like, if he's 35, he should be out there. Like, this whole lecture was about grind and what it takes from an independent guy, one person, and a person at scale. If he has the mindset that he don't want to be out there and y'all ain't even got started yet, what's going to stop him from me putting my foot on his neck? He don't want to work. He don't want to work now. You know it. How do you expect to build this company if he doesn't want to work? You mama. Mama come, if I'm messed up and mama say, look, I'm gonna use me. I ain't gonna be here forever, but I need you to get your shit together. I'm willing to do this to help you out. I'm gonna do as much work as I can, because one, I ain't finna mess mama bag up. If I was 35 and in that situation, mama came to me and said, look, I'm gonna put the bag up. That's it. What's known don't need to be explained. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get it. Why? Because mama put her bag up. Mama can't lose. I would never tell mama, I don't want to work. We could put a driver in there. I'm in trucking. That's a failure. That's listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me, please. This is a competitive industry. What you mean you don't want to work? Please listen to me and listen to me clearly. And you can show him this. It's going to be up. Now, I know you in your head, this is your son and you want to help him, but I'm telling you, he going to have to work. If he don't, the mindset, because this whole live stream was on mindset. Was you paying attention?
I know everything you're saying. I've already thought it.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. See, I don't like anybody watching my channel. I hate being put in these positions when it comes to family, because I can't. It's like if you watch any other coaching things and come up, I'm a little like I can't. This your son calling, ain't it?
Oh, it is?
I don't know what's his name, because somebody calling up. Your son wear glasses?
Derry. No.
He bald headed?
No.
All right, well, he gonna have to wait in the back for a second, because I ain't gonna bring him up while I'm talking to this. All right, let me tell you in this way. This is business. You want to help him. But you're gonna have to remove the emotional connection of mother and. I'm gonna tell you a story about a person who used to watch content 3 years ago. This lady, she used to watch, and I can give you a couple examples. There's a lady, and this is during the time where things were coming down, but it was still up. A lady who blew all her money trying to get her son this box truck business, and he just didn't do what he was supposed to do. She went into a 401k. Now, I'm not saying that's your son, but what he's saying to you is a recipe for disaster. What he should be saying the opposite. He should be saying, I'm gonna work like a Hebrew slave. What you want me to tell you? Tell me what you want me to tell you, and what you want me to answer.
Everything.
You want me to talk to him? I'll talk to him. Cause see, when I talk to him, it's gonna be a little bit different than how I'm talking to you.
Yeah, so, yes.
Well, tell him to call up, and I'll talk to him. But just don't get mad at me for what I'm gonna tell him. Cause what you just told me, anybody know? I'm gonna listen. It's not gonna. It ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be. Like what you just said. What? I don't want to work. How you expect the business to take off? Why would I come work for you, and I know you ain't willing to work for yourself? What type of success am I going to have as a driver for you if I was never trained on how to be successful? How would you know if I'm not finessing you? If you hired me and I come from other companies, I got 15 years experience. I drove for, let's say, people. I've had my own truck. I've had stints of doing my own thing. I come in working for you. I'm more knowledgeable than you. How you gonna know that I'm on the up and up with you when you don't even understand what's going on out here?
That's what I'm trying to tell him. And I don't understand how he doesn't know that this, because even when he started the cleaning business, he would have people like just random people would tell him, "Oh yeah, I know how to paint." And he would put them in these apartments to paint and not supervise them, wouldn't go
All right.
and check on them or
So
anything. And then when we
so
go in the apartment, it looked worse than it did before they got in there.
so those are your case studies in your previous experience that say he's not a. Why would you put yourself in this situation again? He's not. He's not. He's not a. He's not. He's not. He's not a good bit. He's not trustworthy. Why? I get it. You mama. That's what mamas do. But as a man that's been successful in trucking, these guys that you see in the chat, going to chew them up and spit them out. If he's not willing to work and he's exempt, he's showcasing what he showcased to you before, and you're literally sitting up here saying it, why would you want to? Cleaning is one thing. The cost of entry is here. You want to come in and risk it with something where the cost of entry is way up here, and he failed at this? How hard is it to clean? I can't give you the answers. One thing about me, I'm not going to give you the answer that you want to hear. I'm going to be honest with you, because you ain't going to never come back and say, man, I wish he would have just been straightforward with me. Regardless of whether you like it or you don't. Forget the business. He ain't straight. He ain't got what it takes to make it out here. And you're telling me this.
I know that, yeah.
If you tell me he's failing as a cleaner, he can't clean an apartment, right? Well, you gonna put 60, 70,000 into trucking or whatever it may be. You gonna go buy a truck, insurance, licensing, equipment for a person who can't even, is not even efficient as a cleaning business guy. Nah.
I was hoping to try to give him a chance, and if things didn't work out, I figure I would just sell the truck and get some of my money back.
Ma'am, no. I don't know your son, but no. You right there. I understand what you're doing. Trust me. You a mother, a praying mother, and I don't know his background, but you want to help him. And I commend you for that. But I'm gonna tell you this. You might want to try something. I'm not gonna tell you not to, but you might want to try something that's a little bit more the cost of entry. If you're gonna take a risk where the cost of entry is a lot lower. Because I can tell you wholeheartedly, just based off, before you even told me the cleaning business story, I was telling you. Based off. So now that you told me the cleaning business story, I'm going up to 99.9%. You ain't gonna make it.
Well, actually, this is way less costly than the porta potty business, because to start the porta potty business, we were looking at probably about 200,000, and this is
Well, here's the
way.
thing, ma'am. You're failing at the cleaning business, which is what? You just the licensing and some mops and some brooms and some cleaning supplies and some
Well, we do
buckets.
flooring and what's like general remodeling, floors, cabinets. We
Okay.
do all that.
Okay. So what's okay? So let's what's going on with that business then? Because you're saying that it's not doing. If he's struggling over there, why multiply the struggle? If he can't get that stuff down, what makes you think he's gonna come over here and be successful? That he your only child?
No, I have another daughter.
The daughter's she's doing good, ain't she?
No, I don't know what's wrong with my kids.
You want me to talk to? Jesus Christ, man. You want me to talk to
They're
him?
hoping to be able to bring her in some sort of way.
Ain't no hope. Listen, I crush people's hope. I ain't never got nowhere with hope. Mama told me hope for the best, prepare for the worst. My mother is probably old. She's probably older than you. Your son, he steady blowing up. Get off the line, mama. F dude. That's your son. He watching. He's like, man, stop talking to dude. Tell him to hit the link. He don't want to hear what I got to say. Hit the link, pimp. I know he watching. Tell him to hit the link, pimp. Hit the link. Who he calling? Mama, get off the phone. He gonna mess the bag up. Listen. He steady calling, man. Fuck dude. Man, he finna mess it up for me. Nigga, you gonna fail.
I'm gonna have him call.
You gonna mess? Hold on, he watching, ain't he? He watching. Be honest, mama. He watching.
I don't know.
He watching. That's him. He steady calling. Is that him calling? That's him blowing you down.
Someone's calling him. On his no caller ID.
Keep it. That's him. He don't want to let you know, cause he don't want you to be like, yeah, that's him calling, cause he know he might have to circle back. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna look right in the camera. Listen. You gonna play with mama bag like that? You gonna play with mama bag like that? Talking about you don't want to get out here and work. You 35. He got kids. Keep it a buck with me, mom. He got kids. How many kids? Ooh, he getting mad right now. How many he got?
He has one, a 2-year-old.
He got one, 2-year-old. And he talking about we just want to hire a driver. So let me ask you this. What he gonna do when you hire the driver?
No, he's gonna hire a driver. I told him I'm gonna drive.
Hold on. Listen to me. Y'all hire a driver. You buy the truck. He hires a driver. So now what is he doing? This is what I'm asking you.
PlayStation.
All right, so, mama, come on. Get up off my phone, mama. Tell Buddy to call and talk to me. He ain't going to like what I got to say. He trying to get you to get up off the phone. He don't want me to listen, mama. And if he call, I can't. If you be up here, I'm telling you, just don't. Just PlayStation. Did you say you PlayStation? Ma'am, don't do it. Now I'm telling you, don't do it. I would say something else after don't do it that start with an F and an H, but I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna disrespect them. But ma'am, you like, do you hear what's coming out your mouth?
I already know. I know.
So why put yourself in that situation?
Trying to want to help him.
But man,
I just want to make sure my kids are all right.
So this what you do. Start with something that the cost of entry is a little bit low. I'm not telling you don't help them, but everything that you're telling me, it wreaks horror and havoc. He doesn't have the work ethic. You watch this whole live stream, literally about a independent contractor versus a master contract mindset. He don't even have the mindset of a poor independent contractor. Video games, man. So he just want to hire. He want to use mama money to start a box truck business where he thinks is gonna bring in all this revenue, and he just gonna play video games. Come on, man. Hey, Pimp, if you watching, go ahead and why you watching? You steady calling mama. You might as well call up, Pimp.
I'm gonna have him call you actually because
what are you doing? He ain't working. Tell him to call up right now.
I don't know if he's watching or he's probably on PlayStation now.
What? He ain't got no job. So look, call him and tell him to click over and tell him to click on the link.
All right.
I'm gonna wait right here for you.
I can do that while you're all right.
You gotta let's get to the bottom.
I told
of this.
you be patient with me.
Well, I don't like what you just told me. You want me to stand on business for you. That's really what you want me to do, don't it? You want me to stand on business for you, don't you? Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. God dang on it. Your son name wouldn't happen to be Dante, is it?
No, Darius.
Oh, Darius. Start with a D. Them D guys, they something else. Them guys, the names that start with a D is something else. I can't hear you. There
I
you
got
go.
to plug my phone up.
Yeah, plug the phone up. We're gonna
I got
see.
to plug my phone up.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna get them together for you. What's your name? I don't want to call you. Hold on, Miss Michelle.
Michelle.
Miss Michelle. Okay.
Hold on, turn my TV off.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. He from New York? He a New
Actually,
Yorker?
yes,
What borough?
Rochester.
Oh, y'all ain't from the.
No, not the
Okay.
city.
Yeah. Okay, now, cause my New York guys is hustlers. They like us Chicago guys. So he a suburban. I'm a suburban.
You
I'm a suburban. He a suburban. See what did Kodak say? I'm a suburban. He a suburban. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy.
actually, I have a appointment at 6 o'clock to do my DOT examination.
Yo,
Physical, I mean
DOT.
the
What?
physical.
For what?
I listen. We done got everything. Only thing we haven't got is the truck. We got the DOT. We got the MC. We got the
Wait.
BOC.
Stop. Why ain't he doing the DOT? I don't
He,
agree with it.
yeah, he did everything online. He went online and did the DOT MC number, the BOC3, the URC3, the URT or whatever.
UCR.
He's
What about his
he's done.
he did a physical? He went and did a physical?
No, he's supposed to go tomorrow.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Mama. Why? Oh my God. Did he answer for you? You don't want to put him on the
He
phone with me. You don't want to put him on the phone. He
I
calling you
told him,
now.
I said come on YouTube to Mark the Mentor channel now.
And what he say?
What?
He said what? What's
Yeah.
his name again? Deontay? That's his
Darius.
name? Darius. Man, click that link, man. Darius, click that link. You got to get in this circle, man. Darius, click that link. You finna get in this circle. I don't like what I just heard from Mama, man. I don't like this. Now, do you want me to talk to him, Miss Michelle, or you just want me to? Cause you
Yes.
called up here. All right, well, Darius, click the link, man. Click the link.
I wish I could call him while you're on.
Call him and call me right back. Call him and call back. Call him and call back.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna hang you up and then just call him and then come back and click the link. All right.
All right.
All right. What's up, man?
Man, enough respect to you, man. Appreciate what you're doing. And when he do click the link, don't hold back.
Nah, you know I ain't. I ain't.
Man, you got mash the button on him because, as you like to say, you like to call him pimp. Some things, some people pimp their mamas, man. It's what it is. I didn't call to talk about that anyway, man. Just, I appreciate what you're doing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad I waited to talk to you because I wanted to disagree with some of the stuff you said, but experience led me to see how right you was. I say God takes care of fools and babies, and I'm the biggest fool you know. So he blessed me all the way through.
You wouldn't be the first person. A lot of people that watch my content say the same thing you say.
Right.
They don't like it. They think it's this. They think it's that because they leading hope instead of logic. They following hope instead of logic. But go
That
ahead.
ain't
Go
got
ahead.
nothing to do with business.
Yeah, I know.
That's why they fail. But
Pretty
anyway,
much.
a long story short, man, I've been wanting to talk to you for months now, but I've been waiting. So I got in the box truck business. I'm gonna say by default.
Mm-hmm.
And all the blessings that happened to me by default. And one of the last things I did that I consider a blessing was when I bought my box truck, I bought it for a dude who kept coming to me because he was renting a box truck and the rental fees was killing him.
Mm-hmm.
He would come to me every other week, man. Let me borrow 1,000. Let me borrow 800. I'm like, damn, you all over the country. What you need to borrow money for? Oh man, the rental fees, this and that. Long story short, one day he happened to be in my town and he showed me what he paid a week for the rental.
Mm-hmm.
I looked up the box truck. I said, shit, I could just buy one of these outright, and I could charge him half of what he paying for the rental. And in a year's time, the money I spent on a box truck, I'll have back.
Right.
Long story short, I got the money from other sources. You can read between the lines.
Hold on. This buddy, bro. I gotta
Get
just. I'm
him,
gonna put
get
you.
him, get him.
I'm gonna put you back in the green room, and I'm gonna bring you up. Let me just talk to him.
Okay.
All right. Yo,
Hello?
what's up, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? Your mom called into the. Your
Yeah,
your
yeah,
mom.
yeah. I was just talking to her. She said she about to come back in, or she's waiting for you to put her
Yeah.
back in.
Yeah, she just got to click the link. So, man, tell me what's going on, big dog. Cause man, what she telling me, man, I'm kind of disappointed, man. I'm not
Why you
really
say
liking
that?
what I'm hearing.
Why you say that?
Man, I just disappointed in what you sending her through.
I don't understand what I'm sending her through.
So tell me what your plan is.
As far as the truck and all that,
Yes, sir.
I mean, man, to get the truck, man, to get. I mean, I don't got no certified business plan laid out. You know what I'm saying?
Stop right there. So why do it? You gonna fail. Straightforward, just like them, everything I love.
Nah, I ain't. Nah, that. Nah, I ain't.
Hold on. Yes, you is. Let me tell you something. You got mama finna go take a DOT physical, right?
Yeah.
And you telling me you ain't got no business plan, but y'all got a DOT. She said y'all got an MC, right?
Right.
So you done finessed the VIN. You done finessed the VIN, right?
The van.
You got an MC number or no? Because
Yeah,
this is what
yeah.
mama said. So whose
Yeah, we
insurance are
got it.
you using? You don't have a
We
truck.
haven't set that, we ain't set that up yet.
So do you have an MC or you don't?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
So do you have insurance?
Not yet, nah.
So how you got an MC?
Well then maybe it's not active, bro. It
So
ain't active then.
but why you tell mom you got an MC?
We cause I filled all
Bro,
the stuff out. I sent it to her. She seen it.
bro,
Yeah.
you don't have an MC. Why you tell
Okay.
mama that you got an MC? You got mama going to do a DOT. For what?
Listen, homie. Because that
My
I
name
filled
is
out the I filled
my name Mark, and your name
Mark,
Darius.
okay. Okay, Mark, yes. Yes. I filled the application out on the FMSCA
You don't even
website.
know you don't even know if it's the FMCSA. But continue.
I don't know the site.
You just said it wrong, but continue.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I filled it out. I got the DOT number, and yeah, I got the DOT number. Uh, and they emailed me back and said I have to look exactly what they said, but they said it's active or maybe it's not active yet until I get the insurance, something like that. Come on, man, let's go out of here.
So you don't have an MC.
Okay. I mean, you know more than me, then.
I know. That's why she calling me, because she's concerned.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for her to call back up. So here's the thing. She's about to invest into this thing for you. And what's your plan once she puts this initial investment up?
What's my plan? Yeah.
Yeah.
They get the lows and drive, man. I mean, what else is there really to do? Get the lows and drive.
Who gonna drive?
I'ma drive. She gonna drive. It's not just for
Mm.
me, it's for her. We going 50-50 on everything on this.
Well, she said you wanted to hire a driver.
I mean, eventually, I want to hire 20 eventually. 50 if I can eventually. But I know right now I'm gonna have to get out there myself.
Because that's not what she's saying. She's saying that you told her something totally different. So let me ask you this: why mama got to get out there?
She volunteered to do that. I ain't say she had to do that. She volunteered to do that. That's what she wanted to.
Miss Michelle, click the link, please, Miss Michelle. All right, so tell me, y'all get the truck and then what?
Get the lows, bro. Get the lows. Get the lows.
Okay, what what
Send them
what
where.
what what you, what you gonna do? What niche you gonna fall into with this box truck?
I don't know yet. I mean, I don't know yet.
You don't know yet. Well, why
Yeah,
she
I
on her
don't.
way to go take a
I mean, we
DOT
get we
physical?
we we getting a drive. We getting a. I mean, a drive. We ain't getting no reaper truck or nothing. We getting a drive truck, and then we're gonna go from there. I can't tell you what exactly niche because I don't know the. I mean, I done some research, but I don't know. You know, I don't know what's going on in my area to say enough to say, all right, we specifically doing this and we specifically doing that.
But mama this close to pulling the trigger on this truck.
All right,
All right.
okay, I understand. I know.
You don't so you don't got a business plan. You don't know what's going on in your area, and mom's is this close to pulling the trigger on the truck.
Right.
That don't sound crazy to you?
Nah, it don't.
Well, it sound crazy to your mom. It sound crazy to me.
Okay.
It's a recipe
Why?
for
Why is that?
disaster
Why you say that? Why is that?
because you don't know what you investing into, and you should never invest into things that you don't understand. You don't even understand it from a basic general level. You getting FMCSA mixed up. You thinking you got an MC and you don't.
Mhm.
You haven't done enough research to even understand the different niches of things that you could do with a box truck, but she this close to pulling a box truck. Listen, I'm really good with reading people. I'm older than you.
Okay.
All right. I got a decade on you. I've done very well in this industry. When she called up, I could see the disparity in her face. You're her son. She wants to help you very, 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 very bad. But based on what she's telling me about you and what is necessary to succeed in this industry, I'm going to call it what it is. You ain't got it.
Yeah.
I
I
know
mean,
so,
you
and
can
I
think
and
that.
it,
You
it,
don't
it,
know
it
me.
ain't no.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't.
you
I
can
know.
think. I mean, if
But
that's what you think,
but
that's cool.
hold on. This is based off what your mom's told me, and I don't think your mom would make up a story about her child. I don't think she would outsource to a person who she's been following that successfully coaches people and mentors them in this industry if she didn't need the help. Clearly it's something that she can't get through to you. Well, actually she said it. I can't really get through to him. I told him.
Can't
I
told
said,
me
well, you
what? What? I don't. I'm.
what,
I'm shocked. I don't even know what's going on right now.
well, based on what I'm hearing, I know that. You don't know what's going on. That's the problem. That's the whole thing. You don't see an issue with that?
Nah, I don't know. I don't understand why. Nah, what I'm not understanding is why we on the call and you attacking me. You
I ain't
attacking me
attacking you.
for.
I
Nah, yes
well,
you
here's the
is. Yes
thing.
you is.
Did you click the link?
Yeah, I clicked it.
Did I come find you in Home Depot or wherever you
Nah,
at?
nah,
You
nah.
you
No,
click the
okay,
link.
listen. No, no, you no, right, you didn't.
All right.
Right?
Yeah,
She just
yeah,
told me to click the link. I'm like, for what? What's going on? Click the link.
yeah.
What? Okay, click
Well,
it. Cool.
well, when
All right.
when we get off, you can go back and watch the replay and see what led up to it because I'm like, well, why is he not talking? Why are you talking? First of all, the things that she said, I'm like, well, why are you doing this? She said, well, I'm doing this for my son. And I'm like, well, why isn't he doing this thing? She's trying to build
What,
this
what
for
I'm not
you.
doing. But what I'm not doing.
Well, the first thing before I even asked you, you said you haven't even done enough research. You haven't even done no research.
I
The
said,
first thing
I no,
you have
I've done
you know
research. I mean, I haven't done research on specific niches and stuff like that
the
too
first thing
much.
you said is I don't have a business plan.
A plan. I said I don't have a business plan. Yeah.
Well, why you got a DOT?
I mean, why I got a DOT? To
Why
obviously
she
get the
on her
truck
way to
going.
go do it? But why she on her way to go get a physical? How you doing this stuff and you don't have a plan? You don't even know the different niches. She's this close to pulling the trigger on the truck for what? You
Mm-hmm.
can't even tell me the different things that you could do. Then she's telling me you don't want to drive. You want to hire a driver. Third,
Eventually, I do. Of course, I do.
y'all don't want to
Yeah, absolutely.
y'all want to stay local. You know those types of opportunities, especially up in their area, are scarce.
Mm-hmm. I didn't want to stay local. That was her whole idea about staying local. That wasn't my thing. She was having cold feet saying, all right, maybe we should get a little word truck to, you know what I'm saying, to stay local. That wasn't my idea. That wasn't my plan. That was her plan
All right,
because she got kind
so
of nervous.
that's what I asked you at the beginning of this conversation. What was your plan? And you said you really don't have one. I asked you what was your plan. You said I don't have a business plan. That was the first thing I asked you.
Man, homie, man, listen, this was my plan was get the truck, get the
Mark,
loads, send them where they
my
need to
name
go and
Mark.
get the
My
money.
name
Oh,
Mark.
my bad.
My name Mark.
Excuse me,
We
Mark.
ain't come
Excuse me,
up
Mark.
together. We
But
ain't come up.
all
I'm
right,
one of them
listen. I
guys.
heard you. I already said excuse
Yeah.
me, Mark.
All right. All
I already
right.
said that.
All right.
We going past that now.
Yeah. All right.
So my
Okay.
plan was to get the truck,
All right.
get the loads, send them where they need to go. I mean, basically, that's what else do
It's
I
not.
need to know? I mean,
It's not
I
that.
know there's more I need. I know there's more I need to know, but still, that's the general breakdown of what the business is about, right or wrong.
Hell no.
Oh, okay. Come on, man.
Mm-mm. A lot of people thought that.
Word.
Over 90% people think that.
Yeah.
You know, it's the failure rate. I know you
What's
don't know
that?
because you haven't done no research. 90%.
What's that? 90?
Mm-hmm. And they all start off like you.
Okay.
So you saying you want to go over the road?
Man, I'm willing to do what we got to do for, you know what I'm saying, to get this thing up off the ground.
Okay. Well, first thing you need to do is do your research. Listen, I don't think your OG would have tapped in because my show wasn't even open for calls. Your mother came into my live stream. I was doing my thing, and she said, "Mark, are you something to the fire? You open up the lines to call in." And normally when I do these types of live streams, I don't open it. I have a show dedicated for that. Something told me from that she really needed to talk. I'm a good. I can read situations really really well. So I opened it up for her, and when she came up
Come on, man.
here, it was written like you can see the frustration on her, bro. So if bro, listen to me, I ain't got no
I'm
crystal
listening.
ball. I don't know
I'm
somebody
listening.
want to talk to me unless they click the link. So for her to
Now, I
come,
understand. I understand.
cause she ain't called up here. She watching. I'm pretty sure she watching, but she ain't clicking that link because she wants probably having this dialogue. I want her to click the link though. I want her to come up here, right? Because ultimately, everything she told me, even the stuff that you're telling me now, is a recipe for failure.
Okay. All right.
Now, it ain't hate. Now, I'm not hating on you.
I understand. I understand.
So everything that I'm telling you, I've told other people, and they've had to come back with their tail tucked and tell me I'm right. I don't want that to be your mother. I don't want her. I don't want that because she's telling me there's certain things that she knows that you need as a business person and you don't have them. She's asked me to talk to you. So what do you think is the first thing that you should do, sir, in order to, make sure or to ensure that if she continues to invest into this box truck business, it's going to be successful?
What's the first thing you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that I have to do,
yeah.
man? I'm gonna say, man, once we get the truck, man, I'm gonna say it's basically working, bro. That's what I
Wrong,
think, man. I
wrong,
think it's working. Man.
wrong.
Wrong. So what is it then?
How you gonna work and you don't know what work is out there and available? You
I
don't
mean, I
even know
mean,
that.
you gonna, I
Bro,
hear you.
let me explain something to you.
I
I'm
hear
only
you.
talking to you right now because you kind of arrogant. So I'm doing this because this for your mom, bro. Because I don't want her to lose her money, bro. Because she really want to leave something for you, but bro, I know what it takes. It's not me. It's a bunch of people in this chat that know what it takes. I'm not up here, whatever. She reached out to me.
All right. I
I
mean,
was
I
not a.
understand, right?
All right. So so
What
so
I'm
so don't you think you should? Don't you think you should devise a plan, a business plan? It's not cut and dry as you keep making it out. You keep saying, man, the only thing get the loads and drive. Man, a lot of motherfuckers think that shit.
okay.
90% of the people that come into this business think that same goofy ass shit. And that's why they fail. And they have to click that link and call up and get this work.
Okay.
Don't you think you need a plan?
Po- possibly, but
I don't
possibly,
like that answer.
yeah.
Ain't no possibly. What you mean?
I mean, yeah, man. Possibly I do it
What
because
you
I
mean?
might not. I might could just go. It might be. I hear what you're saying. You know what? You
Everything
know
I
more than
love.
me.
Ain't
You
no
know what?
ain't
You
no
know more than me.
possibly about it. Let me
So you
explain something
probably
to you.
right. So you probably
I
right. But
am
I have
I
a little.
am right. I'm 1,000% right. What you mean?
Okay.
You play video games. She said you like to play the PlayStation. You play
Yeah. Yeah.
you play basketball? You watch basketball?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Do you think these
What's
LeBron
up?
and them
What's up,
go
man?
into a game without a plan? A game plan? What
I
about a
understand.
motherfucker? What about a criminal? You think a person that rob a bank, you think they don't scope the bank out? Do you think they go in without a plan? Or they just go in willy-nilly? Because it's a risk they could get killed too. Don't they got a
Mhm.
plan to get away? So what makes you think that you're gonna be successful without having a plan? What do you mean possibly?
Because man, I think my work, ethic, you know what I'm saying, could push me to where we need to go.
So bet. Hold that right there. You got this work ethic, which I don't think it's gonna really amount up to nothing based on what you saying. But guess what? You competing with a bunch of people like me who got the work ethic and then got this up here. What makes you think you gonna what makes you think you gonna beat a guy like me? Because there's
I
guys
don't
like
need to
me
beat
that's
you.
out there. No,
I
you
don't need to
have to
beat
beat me.
you. It's
That's
enough
where
for me too.
you
It's enough for
no.
me. I don't need to
See
beat you.
that's where you fucked up at. You know how you gotta beat me? Because you entering into an industry that's highly competitive. You do gotta beat me. Fuck is you talking about? You ain't gotta beat me. You think it's enough? No, nigga, because a nigga like me, I take it all.
I hear you.
I got shit that you don't got.
I'm sure. Okay.
You know one thing I got? This up here.
Oh,
So I
word.
know
I
how to
don't got
beat
that.
you. You proving it.
All right.
What you mean it's enough
So,
for
bro,
me?
I mean, what's
Listen
up?
to
You
what you
come.
said. Hold on.
Listen.
Hold that. You saying it's enough for you. That's the only thing that you've been right at. You know why? It's enough ignorance. It's so much ignorance. That's why everybody you see, majority of people that you see in this industry that's on the internet is fucking complaining right now. It's a lot of ignorance. It ain't a lot of this. How you expect to win? You won't even listen. You think you know more than me.
Homie, my nigga, you ain't doing nothing but sitting on here. You ain't giving me no
Yeah.
game or nothing. You not giving me no game. You
Look,
ask me a
nigga.
question, I answer the
I
question, you say
hold
no.
on,
That's not
hold
the
on,
answer.
hold
Instead
on.
of you giving me the answer, you just talking shit, homie. You
Yeah,
expect me
I'm
to listen
talking
to you
shit.
when
I'm
you ain't doing
talking
nothing but
shit.
talking shit.
I don't listen. Listen, I don't need to. First of all, the game. I'm just not gonna give it. It's just not something I can give you in 5-10 minutes. The reason I'm having this conversation is to slow the motion down because what you finna do is you finna put mama in the trick bag. The reason I'm here to slow the motion down and to show your mama that nigga you ain't got what it takes mentally up here right now for her to go spend her money to lose it. The shit that you saying ain't gonna work. I'm not here to give you the game, my nigga. You ain't mentally
So
right
all right,
for me to give you the game. You ain't
all
gonna
right,
listen. You too arrogant. Nigga, I'm here to, your mother came to me and you can go back and
okay.
look at the
I yo,
replay. You can,
all right.
you can look. All right, peace. You finna get out of here. Go ahead.
Yeah,
It
nah,
don't
I'm
never
saying
matter.
you talk to her then. Y'all do what y'all do, bro.
Go fast, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Got me fucked up, shorty. Hey, that nigga ain't gonna make it. Talking about possibly. Man, get your goof ass on somewhere, boy. Now, and guess what? And she gonna do it, guess what? They're gonna have to come back. Ain't gonna have to come back to Big Mark. Hey, and make sure he come back with his tail tucked too. Fuck wrong with dude.
I've been watching you for a long time, and I commend you for keeping your cool. But when you adamant about something like that, I see you visibly was trying to really slow their motion because they headed for a train wreck.
I just wanted his mama to see how ignorant he was.
She's
I
not
really
gonna
didn't
see
give.
it.
Hold on, I'm finna pull up real quick. Give me a second. Just chill. I'm gonna talk to her real quick.
Take your time.
Hello. Hey,
All
listen,
right.
mom, you can do whatever you want. I ain't here to tell you do or don't do, but man, he ain't like I don't. That's how I conduct my show. I don't like the arrogance. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Listen, when my OGs talked back in the day, however they brought it, we accepted it. That's just what it was. So at the end of the day, he real arrogant, and I wish y'all the best of luck. But if you do go for it, you gonna have to come see me, and he gonna have to humble himself when he comes see me.
I didn't
So
even see what. Did he hang up on you or?
yeah, I knew it was coming because I was pushing that button. Like all the information that I needed you to see, as far as the level of ignorance and just even the verbiage that he used, like you can make your own decision. I just needed for you to see which you already know. But even talking to me, I just wanted you to see. He wanted me, man. You ain't giving me no game, motherfucker. Excuse me. I can't give you like people been watching me for 3 years and they still watching me. Like this stuff don't come in a brief conversation. Like I don't know you. What do you mean? Give you the game? I don't even like you know based on what you told me. I don't even to be, and I know this your son. I don't like how he trying to finesse the situation. I don't like that.
Has she ever drove a box truck, a 26 foot?
No.
No, I've drove dump trucks before. I did have my CDL at one time, but I let it go when I started my cleaning full time.
So I think based on once the live stream is over with, you can go back and watch it. I started off cool, but then I purposely pushed it. I mean, you watched me, so I was gonna push his buttons. Like I ain't got no smoke with him. I do that. I did that purposely to see where he was at with it mentally. You know what I'm saying? But he said enough when everything was cool. I said, don't you think you need a business plan? He said, possibly. He said it arrogantly. What do you mean possibly? I gave him scenarios on why you shouldn't go into anything without a plan. I gave him a criminal scenario as far as a bank robbery. I gave him a sports scenario as far as like, basketball, the team, they have a plan. Bank robbers have a plan. How are you gonna start a business without a plan? He told you he had an MC. He doesn't have an MC, man. You can't have an MC
Well,
without having insurance.
we have an MC number. It's just not. We have an MC number. It's just not author. It's
Ma'am,
not.
you
We
have
can't use
listen, you have
authorize. It's not
nothing. Listen to me.
authorized or something.
Listen to me. You have nothing. If it ain't authorized, then you ain't got nothing. It's nothing. That's a good way to make it seem like I got an MC. Is this not? No, you have nothing. You can't do nothing with it, so it ain't nothing.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
we
no,
do
no,
got the MC.
no,
We
no,
do have
ma'am,
the
no, no,
MC
no, 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 no.
number. We're
Listen
just
to me.
not
Listen to me.
authorized to.
Listen to me, man. Hold on. Listen to me. Let me explain something to you. Let me say something to you. You have nothing. It's nothing. You don't got no insurance. A number is just a number if you can't use it. What is a number if you can't
Yeah,
use
that's
it?
why.
All right then.
That's why we
So
were.
so 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 let me explain something to you what's going on. A verbal finesse, a verbiage finesse. Yeah, I got the MC number. Man, that number that's dormant. It don't mean nothing if you can't use it. You need
Yeah, I
insurance.
know that.
You need a VIN.
Until we
You need
get
a truck.
insurance. Yeah.
Okay, so listen, it's easy to go on the FMCSA website and get it. Did you pay the $300?
Yes.
Okay, but you have no VIN because you have no truck. And because you have no truck, you have no insurance.
Yeah.
The insurance has to be filed in order for the number to go active.
Yeah, we are. I know that.
Okay, so at the end of the day, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, good luck, but I the information that I needed for you to see, I got it
I
out
just
of him. You
really
don't.
wanted him to just get the.
You just wanted him to what?
I just want him to get the understanding that he has to put in the footwork. He just can't, you know, hire someone and
Ma'am,
expect them to,
go
you
back
know.
and watch. Go back and watch. Like I ain't gonna tell you what to do and what not to do. Like I would, but then they're gonna classify me as a hater. Well, why you chill? So I ain't gonna do that. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I mean, he said he don't have a business plan, but yet and still, you're literally driving right now to go take a DOT physical. For what? Why are you
Well, I
taking a
missed.
physical? Why? Why? Listen to me. You missed it.
Yeah, it was at 6 o'clock, and I was trying to
Okay.
get back online, and I missed all my turns, and
Okay. So here's what I'm saying, and this is just me being honest. I'm not saying don't do it or make another appointment. Like, why do y'all got this and you don't even know? He don't even know the different things you could do with a box truck, but yet and still you on your way to do a DOT physical. You got a DOT number, a dormant MC number, a BOC, all this stuff, but no plan. You this close to pulling the trigger on getting the truck. This close. And I asked him, what you gonna do? He said, I don't know. I'm gonna book a load and go run it. Hey, it was just like it's cut and dry. What more to it is it? It's a lot more to it. So at the end of the day, I heard enough. What I need to hear. He killed it when I said, man, don't you think you need a business plan? Possibly, but maybe not. My work ethic gonna get me by. He think he gonna go out and work. Part of the work is the strategy. Part of the work is the preparing. And within that preparing is something called a business plan. You don't even know. He don't even know what the FMC. He fumbling FMCSA. He should be researching so much that he should be able to say FMCSA like because he should be entrenched in research. You doing all the work. I don't like that shit. Oops, excuse me. I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't like it. He telling you right now to get off the line. So you probably want to get off the line. Ain't no way in hell my mama finna be doing all this shit. Especially if she putting the bag up.
well, we're going half. We're supposed to be going
Man,
half on that.
listen to me. Ma'am, listen to me. Ain't no way on God's green earth. I'm 35 and I ain't doing nothing. Even if I was in his position and OG put the bag up for me, she not gonna have to do no physical nothing. For what? She the bag. I'm 35. What I need you to get on a truck and drive or lift or do a DOT physical. It's a blessing enough that you're going to put the bag up. What you mean? Half the work, split the work. Just listen, I'm an alpha. Ain't no way in the world. If mama gonna put the bag up, then what's known don't need to be explained. Mama, here go the bag. I'm gonna go ahead and get at the work. I don't worry about it. I don't need just you saying we gonna split the work. Even if you offer to do it, man, no, 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 no. You would never see the truck because I'll be so busy working for you to even be on it in the first place. I don't know. I did what you want me to do. I talked to him. The information that you needed, the conversation that needed to be had, I had it. The buttons that I needed to push to get what I needed to get, I got it. I just wish y'all the best of luck. At this point, I don't know what else to say. I'm not finna like.
All right.
Listen, if I fail on hard times and I had to go borrow for mine, she not gonna have to do nothing. I'm 10 years older than him. But he cocky like he done did some shit.
Yeah, he is really.
At 35, I had a fleet of trucks and a warehouse. So I don't know. I
Well,
mean, you
thank you
could.
for talking.
I don't know what to tell you. I know you're gonna still go forward with it. So the only thing I can say is I just wish y'all the best of luck. I know you're gonna go
All
forward
right.
with it.
Well, thank you.
Why you put me in this situation though? Cause now I got ops. Now I got ops when I come up to Rochester.
Well,
So when I come up
I
to Rochester,
basically,
I'm gonna have them guys with me. Cause
I
man, you know I'm
basically
straight. Your son he ain't about that. He a nice guy. I could tell by the way he a nice guy.
Well, I basically
He a
just
nice
called
guy.
in so you could tell me what what the size of what size of a box truck to get to stay
It don't
in
work
New
like that
York.
over here. See, here's the thing, man. Let me tell you something. What real coaching and real mentorship is like. Real coaching and real mentorship, this is how so many people get misled. Because people will pay and people will just give them the information that they seek, and which is fine. But if the conversation does evolve into more, people will hear things that they need to hear and they won't tell them the truth because they looking at that bottom line, that dollar. You told
Well,
me
every
okay, hold on.
everything
Listen
you're
to me.
saying,
Listen. Go ahead, go ahead.
everything you're saying, I already know. So you didn't tell me anything that I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just
All right.
basically want to know what if he wasn't going to put in the work that wouldn't lose out, that I would still be able to put in the work and stay in New York and at least make my money. And if it came to a point where I had to sell the truck, then. But I know
Okay.
me. I know if I get the truck and I put my money into investing into it, I'm gonna do whatever I have to in order to make it work. But I just don't want to be by myself doing it. I want him to take his responsibility to do what he's supposed to do.
Okay.
I appreciate you talking to us.
No problem. You have a good day.
All right.
Hey, the other guy that was in the back, I'm gonna let you call up. I got 15 more minutes. I can rap with you. You can call up now. Buddy that was in the back that was telling the story about the rental truck. You can call up. I'm gonna give you a few minutes to call up. I got about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I can rap with you. And then I gotta go. That's crazy, bro. Man, you got this shit. It seems like it's this shit is spreading like wildfire. These lazy cats, bro. These laziness, this shit is spreading like wildfire, boy. That shit crazy, bro. That shit crazy. The guy that was in the back, I just like the what bothered me about that situation. That's a mother's pain right there. And y'all know how I am about my OG. And you could see a mother's pain and her desire to help her child. It's just written all in. It's just written, and she will go through hell. She will go broke. He got a good mother. I hope he appreciates her. He got a good mother, man. The one thing I can say about that conversation, he has a good mother, man. She has a good mother. I hope. And if he's still watching, out of that whole, dialogue, you got a good mother, man. I hope you appreciate her. What's up, big dog?
Yeah, man, that's just the young cat mentality, man.
35?
But hey, man, she said she drove a dump truck, but I don't know if she ready for that box truck. Them seats could be like Bumpy Johnson. That's going to be a whole new world for her. But there's no way possible I'm gonna put my OG in no truck at 35. Nah, you sit on. You did enough by helping me get it. You did more than enough. But I think what he was trying to tell you with the MC number and stuff like that, they putting the cart before the horse. They got all this stuff together, but they don't realize is in a few days they're going to be required to have insurance, or that number ain't gonna be no good.
Well,
I mean,
I
you know
already
that.
know that. But
Yeah,
he the information that I needed for him to divulge, he divulged it. No business plan. He don't even care to have one. He said, man, it's a possibility, and like the cockiness, the arrogance, and
that's the
just
when you
the
shaming the person, that's what they get, man.
I didn't
And
I didn't shame him. The thing
now you didn't
is
shame him, but that's how he felt when you pull
well,
back the layers and they realize they
yeah, I
get
had
ready
to
to make a
pull them.
drastic mistake.
I had to pull them layers back, but she going to invest. Like it's obvious,
She got
and
to. That's a mama bear. That's what she gonna do.
she don't have to do nothing, but she's going to. She's going to, and what's going to happen is they're
Where
going
the
to see how.
daddy at? Where
I
the
don't
daddy
see.
at?
I don't care about that. They're going to see how treacherous this industry is. They think it's cut and dry. They're going to see.
No, this
They're
game is
going to see,
vicious, man.
and they don't know it. They think it's cut and dry. See, because the thing is what they see perpetuated on the internet. Let me tell them this while they still watching. It's tough now. He talking about, man, it's a bunch of me out there. A bunch of fools. Nigga, you a fool.
I
You
look for
right,
him
it's a
every
bunch of
day.
you. Right. So for him to even say that, and he has no knowledge, come on, bro. They're gonna end up in a bad situation and they're gonna have to come back and see me. And then I'm gonna unleash.
Don't be too harsh on the young brother,
Man, you
man.
got to, bro. You got to. These niggas is soft, bro. Like
Yeah, they
all
saw.
these young, they didn't come up like how we came up, and they ain't a generation. Well, it is a generation thing, but like these guys now that don't understand what it takes to ultimately where they want to get to, what they need to do to get there, they don't want to do it, bro.
Right.
They don't want to
Right.
do it. So man, I'm not trying to hear nothing they talking about.
Right.
I ain't trying to hear none of that suck ass shit.
Me neither. I don't
Nigga,
blame
you
you.
can so I don't want to hear none of that old suck ass talk.
I was the same way on my sons. I was just as hard as on them because the world gonna be harder on you. So I'm gonna give it to you first. So when you go out there, you'll know what to expect.
Create sounds
It's a
too harsh for dude. Man, he lucky, bro. I don't like the way he treating his mama.
Yo, I just want to say this to you, man. You my man. I love you. You gotta start hitting that button more. You ain't goofy ass that nigga one time.
Man, I forgot about that button, bro. To be honest with
I
you.
love the buttons, man. You gotta get them sometime, man. You know, it's entertaining, it's real. I know it can get emotional at times, but you got a bigger picture. A lot of people watch the playbacks. A lot of people listen to you. You know, I know about 10 of us that you make our day, you make our ride. When we got these 3-4 hour rides, we playing you all the way there and back.
Appreciate
So
you.
yeah, no doubt. It's entertaining, it's informative, and at the same time, the blueprint is not as simple as they think it is. It's not as cut and dry. Again, like I say, I got into the game by default. I bought a truck and gave it to a guy. I didn't even see the truck for a year, Mark.
Mm,
I was doing something else, and he kept coming to borrow money from me. You could read between the
mm,
lines. So the money wasn't an issue. I said, damn, you okay, well, I looked up how much the truck was.
mm,
I did the same thing they did. I bought the truck outright. I got my MC number, all this,
mm.
got the insurance and everything, and couldn't get a load nowhere. You brand new. Your authority ain't even 30 days old. He been in the game for a minute. He been in the game over 5 years renting trucks. So I gave him the truck. I figured out how much it would cost me to get my money back. So I charged him $800 a week. I said, in a year's time, I'm gonna have my money back. Because if you're paying 12 to 1500 a week for these rentals,
Mm-hmm.
this is 2 years ago. You know, when the game was lucrative, he was.
It's still lucrative.
It is if you
But
if
but
you
but but
like.
but but it's so 2-3 years ago or whenever that pandemic come down, a dummy, especially at the height of it, a dummy could be successful. And this is why kind of what they don't understand. Like now, since
It's
we
different
come
now.
down and we're in a sense of normalcy, right?
Yep.
It's way more harsh. It's way more competitive. You have to be way more sharp. And this is why 150 people is watching
Yep.
because people want
Yep.
to continue the smart people want to continue to learn and grow and know how to navigate. This is why we do a show like last night, brokers versus truckers. This is why
And I
I'm
watched the
going
whole thing, and I thank you for
right.
that.
No problem. They don't understand it, but continue. I'm listening.
No, it's a catch-22 nowadays because they still operating when it was in abundance and the freight rates was what it is. I don't complain about the rates, and when I listen to you, I learn like, okay, you're gonna take 600. I could take 400. I own this truck. I ain't pressed for the money. But the difference is these people like he finessing his moms. If you ask.
We lost you. You must have got a call. We lost you, big dog. We lost you. Well, he got a call. It's black. He got a call. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I didn't know how to get back.
Yeah.
My missus was she outside. She ready to chop my head off. Hey, how you doing? All right. But long story short, I got a lot of favor by default. I just wanted to tell you, like, that first year when I couldn't book a load,
Yeah.
I gave my truck to a dude that was in the game already for over 5 years. So I rented the truck out to him. Made the majority of the money I spent on the truck back. So I didn't, you know. But after a while, he took the friendship in a different direction. And, he was having trouble giving me that $800 a week. I don't really know why or how he was having trouble because he wound up buying another truck in the midst of that year. He went from renting a truck to buying his own truck with the
Mm-hmm.
use of my truck.
Mm-hmm.
He I think, if I'm not mistaken, dedicated one to Amazon and he load boarded the other one. So he was able to make moves. When he missed, a couple payments in a row and he started, like I said, taking the friendship, the relationship different, I took the truck back. I was going to give the truck to my youngest son.
Mm-hmm.
Now, lo and behold, I get on the load board, I do these things. Brokers is calling me. I'm like, damn, wait a minute. You could make 25 to 35 a week with this truck. So I don't see why you had a problem paying me the little $800
You
trucks
froze
now.
up.
And
Oh, there you go.
one thing I'll tell people when they stop trying to hire somebody. Get in the truck yourself. See what it's like yourself. I don't need to hire nobody. I'm getting this. I'm getting these loads. I'm getting this money myself. And it's better when you do it yourself, if you ask me, because you learn the game.
Rich, saying that's the thing, Rich. How can I give a
Because I
person a
know you're
strat?
not going nowhere. Your content is great.
Mhm. I can't hear nothing you saying, big dog. I can't hear nothing you saying. You when you got started the car, the Bluetooth probably kicked on in the car, but it ain't it's muted. That happened to me sometimes. You when you turn the car on, I think it switched over to the car, but we can't hear you. We can't hear you, bro. You gotta change the audio. You gotta change the audio back to either the phone or the Bluetooth in the car. It kicked over probably to
There you go.
all right.
Can you?
Yeah,
Man, you got the patience of Job. I appreciate you holding the weight, man. Did you hear anything I said?
I ain't hear nothing from when you got in the car.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, like I was saying, I'm trying to take my thing to the next level too. And even though I feel I'm seasoned and I'm well versed in it, I can always learn new things. And I remember watching you one day, and you was out in the field yourself, just doing, I think, some gig work, some deliveries, doing, some light package deliveries. And your work ethic was crazy. It was a point where you got to a fence and it was locked. You was like, damn, I think I'm gonna have to climb this fence to drop this off. I'm saying to myself, this dude right here, yeah, he gonna get the job done.
Got to.
So long story, yeah, you got to, man. You got to. Long story short, I think I have my truck back now, approximately 40 something days from this one dude.
Mm.
And I'm almost ashamed of I'm like, damn, this nigga was making this much money.
What you
It's
mean
it's a
shame?
lucrative game. It is. I almost feel like, I'm not gonna let the friendship be wavered based upon that. But I'm saying how you couldn't come up with $800 a week, and I'm making almost 12 to 1500 a day on a humble.
Well, let's see. I don't look. I don't. First of all, this person kept coming to you to borrow money, right? Before you invested in
Right.
the truck, right? So that was a telltale sign right there. He wasn't good with money. He couldn't manage the business. Me personally,
Yes.
I would have never gave him shit. Like if they can't
Right.
manage the business, why do I want to become the financier and take that risk? So what
Here's the
happened?
crazy part, though. Here's the crazy.
But go
On
ahead, go
that
ahead,
note, listen to this. He was
go
the
ahead.
manager at $1 million company, over 30 something trucks. He was a regional man. They relocated him from an area in New York. I won't say where, and I won't say the company. They relocated him to another big city, and then the COVID hit, and then they closed down because the restaurants and stuff like that, everything shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So he pivoted and did his own thing. So I was thinking, I'm going to invest in him. Crazy, crazy.
This is after he already had showcased his,
Yep.
his
His need for
strength.
money.
So I mean, I can't. That's on you. Like all the
Right.
signs were there. So um, you got to eat that one, big dog. Like you got to eat that one. Take that one on the chin. That was all you.
I look at it like a learning experience. That's why I'm not letting it, hinder the friendship. And it's a blessing now because I'm
He
making the
didn't
money
did wait
direct
wait.
now.
Did he pay you your money back?
No, no, no. He never owed me any money, right?
Then why you say he was
Like
struggling
he would
or
come
something
to
with
me.
the 800?
This is where I'm saying I don't think he was struggling. I just think he thought, oh, this dude don't need no money. He good.
Ain't no way in hell. Listen, I don't listen. I don't care
Exactly.
who you is. Listen. I got a cousin. I won't talk to him.
Uh-huh.
I see a funeral. Don't say shit to me. Been owing me some money since 20. Don't talk to me. I
Right.
had somebody else that's been owing me money since 2019. They just paid me back. They sent it randomly out the blue. I got a Zelle. You know why? Because they need something.
They want to butter you up for the next one.
They got right, and then a week after that Zelle came, here come a call. Motherfucker ain't called me since 2019.
Big
I'm
Mark,
looking
I
at you
need you,
on.
man.
I'm looking you at Facebook during the pandemic, popping willies and shit. Y'all ran up a bag with all the PPPs and shit. You didn't think about Mark and the money you owe Mark. Some people that owe me money, I don't want them to pay me back. But some people, like, you can't talk to me unless you pay me back. I don't want to talk to you. Ain't no none of that. None of that. You gotta run me my chop. And if you don't run me my chop, it ain't no words. And some people that owe me chop, I don't want you to pay me back because I don't want to deal with you anyway. Because you're gonna be
Right.
borrowing some more money from me.
I can't loan you
You know what
now.
I'm saying? But from a
Let
business
me get one.
perspective, go ahead.
I just want to get 1 second. My wife just got off work. I just want to say, hey, babe, how you doing? I'm sorry. I'm not. You're not. You okay? All right. I'm on live. This is okay. All right. Cool. Sometimes you
But
gotta,
but
you
from a
know.
business perspective, I need that. Personal is one thing, business is different. I need mine. I
Do you
need it.
think he made money, or do you think he took the advantage of the relationship?
People take advantage of the relationship. I got a cousin, same cousin. The money, the one time I did ask for the money became funky all of a sudden. Why you borrowing me about this little
Right.
funky
That
ass,
little bit of money.
this funky ass $300-400? This shit wasn't funky
Right.
when I gave it to your motherfucking ass. It wasn't
Right.
funky
I think
then.
that.
Why is it
Right.
funky now? This little funky ass 350. You got it.
Yeah. You
It
got
wasn't. It wasn't
right.
fun. It wasn't
Right.
funky. This what motherfucker said to me. That little funky ass 350. You got
You
it. It
got it.
wasn't funky when you asked me for it though. It wasn't funky then. That
I
motherfucker
needed
smelled
it.
like Creed. Right. Fuck is you talking about? Give me my motherfucking money. Fuck wrong with
Yeah.
you?
I know you already did a little research. I found out a few things. I know you already, you may be ready to just say I'm done with business altogether. But I'm gonna mention one or two company names and see why, or if you would be interested in doing something like they're doing. Like I had an experience a year ago with dispatch experts or whatever. Terrible experience, bro. Terrible. The language barrier, the
I think
timing,
I
everything
think
was
that's
terrible
I
with them,
think
right?
I think Vic deal with them. I don't. They never reached out to me, so I don't deal with them.
Yeah, I listen to Vic too, but Vic
Vic and
gives
the
me.
box truck couple. They deal with them. I don't.
Yeah,
It's
I used to listen to the.
it's a divide in the box truck space. So people that fuck with them, they don't fuck with me, and the people that fuck with me don't
Right,
fuck
I
with me.
noticed that.
So
I noticed that.
Me and Vic is like the two. So either you over there or you over here. But like as far as the sponsors and shit, like them people, they never because they fuck with them. So
And I see you getting the sponsors now, big dog. I see you doing your thing. Hats off to you. I'm going to do that. The other load board that when you come on your thing, you talk about. So I see you moving and shaking, man. A lot of us is watching your content and we're growing from it, and we
Pre-
appreciate it. And I appreciate it to the point where you know I learned how to do my cost per mile. I learned how to do certain things because of you. I wasn't thinking about none of that. Shit was too easy for me. The money, I wasn't really pressed for the money. So I was just doing things because I was fortunate enough to do it.
mm.
Now I got a couple of people that call me weekly where if I don't get on the low board, I'm not going to lose no sleep. They calling me now.
That's what's up.
And I'm home every day, sometimes before noon.
That's what's up, big dog. Why you say you didn't like me at first? I got to get your story because you just like 90% of everybody else. Man, I didn't like your ass. Like what was it? Tell me what it was, big
I
dog. Before I let you
think,
go.
I think
I love hearing these stories, man. I love hearing
this
them, bro.
was years ago now, though. This was years ago.
Okay, it don't matter when it was. You didn't like Big Bart, so
I didn't
tell me why.
understand. I'm gonna tell you why, big dog. I'm gonna tell you why. I
All
didn't
right,
understand
all
content
right.
creation, and I didn't understand how you gotta pluck these heartstrings in order to get reaction. But when I listened to you after you pluck these strings and get this reaction, you was never wrong. If that makes sense.
No, I know. No, it
Dude,
makes
dude got to be out of his
makes
freaking mind if he wants to be poor and he's cool being poor. Come on, man. Who want to be poor?
that nigga in the chat. Yeah.
Exactly. I can't be poor with her. She won't let me be poor. You gonna let me be poor, man? Okay, I'm just saying. I think, hey, I gotta work night and day, man. So when you break it down, I just want to say this: if you eventually go in another direction, I want to go. I'm trying to go in those directions with you, because you got enough of us now, and you already got your own resources where you could do some things. You dropped the jewel. I don't even think you realize you dropped it a few weeks ago, a few months ago. You told a dude, if you feel a certain way or you got your own formula, stop driving, go to Silicon Valley, get you somebody and build your own formula. I'm like, shit, that's the plan.
Mm, I
That's the
remember that.
blueprint. Yeah, that's really the blueprint. And I got one. I got a formula. I've had a formula, but you can't deal with friends and family when you're doing it.
Mm-mm.
Unfortunately, you
You
gotta,
can't
you
deal with
gotta, you gotta branch out and you gotta
mhm.
make it happen. You right
the
at the cusp of creating something. If you want to, you probably don't want to, but if you want to, this content creation could be a segue for you to get there.
uh
Is this making any sense to you?
you trying to pitch me on a business idea that you sound like you want me to partner with something. That's what it sounds like.
Nah,
Sound like a pitch.
I got a business idea, but this ain't the place for it. And I'm gonna figure out how to join your Discord and do all those things. But shit, I might not be in position to even handle. You might say that's a great idea. I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna have somebody else in your region to do that. You stay tight and then whatever. But yeah, I got an idea. I got an idea. I'm gonna give you an example, right? Just like old buddy
Nah,
that just
nah,
hung up.
don't tell me the idea because that one ain't no NDAs and it's
Right,
100
right,
and
right,
some
right, right.
people in here. So I don't want to hear
Okay,
nothing
we'll
without an
we'll chop it
NDA.
up.
Yeah, I
Right,
need an NDA.
right,
So
right.
um yeah, I would not never
The
disclose your
plan.
ideas to anybody, especially a guy like me, because I'll take your shit. I'll take
That's what I like about you. When you tell them that, they don't get like they broke. They can't make the move. You be like, all right, tell me what you do. Tomorrow I can go put X amount of trucks and what on that, and that's done. You can't be mad because I did what I did. You can't be mad at the brokers because you didn't know. Fuck you mad at him because he got 1,000 and he gave you 250.
That's just ignorance,
Ethically,
man.
yeah, ethically or whatever you want to say, that's cool. But you were the ignorant one. You go to the mechanic to get brake shoes, and he tell you it's $500. You could have did it yourself. That's on you.
I'm not gonna take your idea, but I just had to use that for satire to just say, no matter who the individual is, always have an NDA, especially when you giving, ideas, intellectual property, shit like that. Make sure there's something in place.
For sure.
You know.
For sure. That's just regular business ABCs.
Hmm.
Yeah, but man, again, I thank you, man, for being patient with the people and taking this time out. That's signs of a rich. I'm just be, a rich nigga. You rich, you got time to, create
Nah,
content
nigga,
and do it.
I'm poor. I'm like crazy. I'm probably worse than crazy, to be honest with you. I might be worse off than crazy. I'm just not.
Isn't that wild? Like I don't ever want to have understanding of that. I don't.
What you mean? Understanding of what? A why person want to
Of
be
how he
poor?
feels.
Hey man, listen. A lot of people feel like that now. It's a lot of. I didn't know. I thought it was just YouTube. They said this whole begging poor shit started on TikTok, and it's just now making its way over to YouTube. I just and these people want to live in vans and all this shit. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. I don't know why. And it's just not him. It's just a trend that's going on. I think a lot of people have given up. I think a lot of people have lost, I don't even say hope. They just don't want to listen. As time goes on, shit gonna get harder. Right. So the mentality that you have to stay ahead of everything, you gotta be one of them guys or one of them girls. And a lot of people just don't have it. They're not willing to make the sacrifice. They're not willing to go above and beyond.
You
I
got to be
think
a dog, man. You got to be a dog. You got to get that money.
you got to be a dog, and it's just like social media is probably one of the best things ever made, but then again, it was one of the worst. It all depends on how you look at it. I look at it for people like like what we talking about. It was one of the worst things ever made. You talk to a kid now, you ask them what they want to be when they grow up. Even the kids that didn't answer the question back in the day from an educational perspective, a doctor, a lawyer, even a police officer or a firefighter, they would say, I want to be a basketball player. As time went on, they'd say a basketball player, football player, or a rapper. Now they want to be a fucking
Right.
streamer. They want to be a streamer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be a content creator or a streamer, and then they fail at that. They don't understand that content creation and streaming is a business. They don't have the work ethic to put in the time to even do that. They don't build something or come up with something or have some type of, something that they've been successful at to be able to come and be successful on showing somebody else how to be successful at, because they never did shit. Some dude literally came up here last week, said they want to be a motivational speaker, but then admitted that they've never done anything. They've never been successful. So how can you motivate somebody on anything, and you've never done anything? You
You
see
ain't
what I'm
got no
saying?
clue.
So they just want to be, because they see Kai and all these guys running it up, or they may say me or something, whoever these people are, but it's
It's a
even
lot
this,
of it's a lot of youngers want to be Big Mark out there now, pimp. Trust me.
but
It's a
that's
lot of them
fine.
that see your content and want to be like Big Mark.
And that's good, but I'm giving you something educational. I could tell you how to successfully do it because I've been successful at it. And this is why I'm
Right.
successful with telling people this. And this is why I can get up here. You've been watching me for years. When I first started, I made a lot of bold forecasts that a lot of people like you didn't like. A lot of
Yo,
y'all that
I'm
was
telling
watching me
you,
in 2022 didn't like me. But
I'm telling you, you
everything
was
that I
wrong
said
about
came into fruition.
everything you was saying to me. I'm telling you, Big Dog, you
I
was wrong.
know.
Like what? Just go get the truck. You don't need to listen to him. He don't know what he talking about. He ain't got a clue. He don't know. Who is he? Whole time, from the formula of you telling people you need X amount of dollars to start and do this comfortably. You should do it this, do it that way. I was against everything you said because it happened for me differently. I was an
Mhm.
anomaly. I was one in a million. Like I was like, psh, you know, I was blessed,
Mhm.
fortunate. So I was
Mhm.
listening to your content saying he don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Mhm.
Now,
Uh,
when you breaking it down to the people, I'm like, he right though. You catch a flat, you ain't got no money, and you in a or you just you ain't even got gas money. So how would you, what is you doing?
Yeah, I don't know how long you've been watching, but I
I'm
made
like
a
what you
lot
did
of.
the other day too.
Hmm. You said what?
When you expose the scammer, when you expose the scammer and the how she doctored the paperwork and the screenshots and all that. You
Yeah, I
know,
didn't
when they
really
take
like.
advantage of the black women.
Yeah, and that was more for me to just showcase that what to look out for. You know what I'm saying? It really didn't have nothing to
Right.
do with her. It was just to showcase my skills on how to, spot shit. I know a lot of people that watch is not, they just don't understand certain shit, right? So I just wanted to showcase that shit, but I got
And you
flack
did
for
a
that.
great job. From who? Why?
I think the
You
individual that
was
was giving me
protecting the
flack,
black women. You was protecting
yeah,
the
yeah,
community.
but I think the guy, I think I saw something later on that he didn't realize that that person was as big as they were. So I guess that's what made the difference for that individual. If the person was small, I would have never said nothing. The whole point of me saying something is because the person is big and of influence. But what I also realize is that people are going to continue to be slow and stupid. So I'm not going to continue to do it. I'm going to do it one time, and people who I could save, cool. Not then in another 2-3 months, they're going to be crying and complaining that they got taken advantage of, and I'm just going to be like, well, I told you so. And that's it. Like me spotting a scam is second nature. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
exactly.
And some people they allow their heartstrings to get played on because they don't maybe come from an environment similar to mine, shit like that, and they don't know that that's what they doing to get you to buy in or to give for whatever it is they asking. They using that. That's the technique. I literally watched a
Right.
lady every other day when I came home from work park her car, have her kids stand outside, her hold the arm baby, and act like her car was broke down with these 3 kids. I'm coming this way because I'm getting off of work. But the
I
tourists and
remember the
shit downtown
story.
Chicago, right? So I know it's motherfuckers that play on people like that. But when you got people that come from these smaller cities or these rural markets, they don't know no better. They would never think somebody would
I used to
stage that
be
shit.
one of those
You know what I'm saying?
players. I know. I used to do that to the people. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
buddy, Lucky, he got his mom because I was one of that would finesse his mama out that money so I could do my thing. I used to be
Mm-hmm.
one of them. I know. When
Mm.
you be saying these things, I totally understand. And these people do not get it. But you gotta let some of these people be ignorant, though. You gotta
Oh
let
yeah.
some of them, stay asleep. I need them to stay asleep. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. You got we still need people with we need the economy to continue to go. I'm gonna give people the information that they need and I'm cool. You could take it or you ain't gotta take it. I don't get upset because the people that don't take it, those are the people that just gonna get caught left holding the bag. Those are the people that we're gonna eventually end up just taking advantage of. And that's just the way the circle of life. You could either be over here, you could be over there. I would expect you to
Now I
be over
want your
here. But
advice.
some people want to
I
remain
want your
ignorant.
advice. I want your advice on something real quick, if you can. I'm trying to start a small 3PL, uh, in the region, in the area that I'm in. I'm already moderately successful with some other things, and now I'm just trying to branch out. I'm trying to look into another market. I want to. I'm not ready to buy a warehouse, but I'm ready to rent one and throw some appliances in there. But you know,
What do you
but you
mean? What
know,
do you mean? Throw appliances in there?
like you know how the Lowe's and the Home Depots and all these people, they got their own. You go to the store, you're not gonna get that floor model. They're gonna send it to you.
I did that. I cross docked for a couple years. I would never, if I had to do it all over again. Me personally, I wouldn't do it again. I talked about it before.
Yeah, I don't
I
think there's
mean,
enough money in it to put one of my trucks doing it for a company. I don't think there's enough money in it. But you need a two, maybe three-man team.
well, warehousing is a whole nother thing. a lot of the reasons why I lost a lot of money doing it initially was because I didn't account for a lot of the costs associated with having the freight come directly to me. I thought it would be great because it would save time and fuel going out to the 3PLs, but there was a bunch of ancillary costs that I didn't account for initially. One was trash, a lot more trash that I had to deal with. So
Cardboard, skin.
my cardboard, styrofoam. So I went from having
Yeah.
one container to two containers to three containers to three containers, one picking up once a week to three containers picking up twice a week. You see what I'm
You pick it
saying?
up. Right, 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 right.
I went
Yeah,
from
I was in the industry where I had, not to cut you off, but I was in the industry where uh the trash collection was starting to cost so much money. I just gave it to the pig farmers. Fuck it,
yeah.
and the
So
pig farmers got to the point where they was fighting over it. I started charging them for my stales.
yeah, but I mean, if you do it right, I guess it'll work. Me personally, and I've talked about before. Looking back on it, it was a great experience. If anything that I gained from it was me having the ability to come talk about the experience now, but even with the pay structure, but like when I called it quits with cross docking, I still got a settlement every week for 8 months. That's how far behind because they don't pay you like if you a contractor on a weekly or bi-weekly. They don't pay you till they get paid. They treat you like a 3PL. They figure like shit, you smart enough, you got the
If
capital
we
to have this
if we
warehouse and
if we
all
ever
this
get to
shit.
talk
You gonna have to
again
wait.
off,
You gonna have to wait
if
just
we
like
ever
we
get
wait.
to talk again offline, that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. Your branding and your name right now. You're strong enough to do certain things if you're interested.
You know, I get a lot of offers, man. I turn 99.8% of them down. But man, you could pitch
No,
me.
I could dig it.
Come into my Discord and you can pitch me on what you got going on.
I
And I'll
figure
take a
I
look.
figure I would pitch you and let you see if it don't cost you no money and you could possibly, teach the people and make some money. Might be an advantage for you. That's how my friend approached me because the money wasn't an issue for me at the time, and I was able to put it up without. I gave him a box truck for a year, so
Well,
I wasn't hurting.
he sound like a lucky guy.
Say that again.
I said he sound like a pretty lucky guy that he had a friend that could help him out in a time of need.
Yeah, he was fortunate that he wouldn't be on the other end of my wrath if things didn't go right because you were a friend, but you could never get that again.
Hmm.
You see, you could never put yourself in a. If someone gives you something, if someone gives you the tools, and you say, "I'm gonna take these tools and build this house," and you build two houses, you should be, man, you should be. I'm not saying in debt to me. Just give me what I asked you for.
Hmm.
And from the paperwork he showed me, I'm saying $800 a week, unlimited mileage. I wasn't checking mileage and none of that. I didn't give a fuck about none of that.
Yep.
You my man, take the truck. Go ahead, go on. I didn't even see the truck for about 11 months.
Hmm.
So when I did the numbers, I'm like, damn, you had to make at least $250,000.
That's feasible in a
You
box truck if
didn't?
he was
Oh, let me,
running.
Mark. It's okay. Let me slow down because I want to give you the right timing. This was a little bit. This 25, so I gave it to him. I could tell you the days. Got everything written down. The days you had it for a calendar year, right after the pandemic, and everything was flourishing. You was getting money. You got two trucks now. So okay, you got 2 trucks. Even if you do 1, 2 local loads a day at $500 to $600, minus gas and operation costs, that's $1,000 a day. You can't give me 800 a week. Okay, give me the
Well,
trucks. Let me show you what to do.
well, when you doing business with friends and family, they'll hit you with the man. You got it. Like I've heard that a couple times, and I remember. I'm gonna
You
tell you a
don't
story.
need it.
I'm gonna tell you a story. That I'm gonna get out of here. So I had a cousin that I hired.
Uh huh.
Needed a job. One of my other cousins that I'm more closer with vouched for him. Gave him a
You want to
job.
drive, man?
It was working. He was working, and he got into he turned the corner coming out of an alley, and he clipped the car that was parked at the end. Right. So he was coming out of alley, and he had to make a right, or maybe he didn't have to
Your
make a right.
vehicle.
One of my trucks. So he made a right, but this Chicago, and people parking is kind of, it's tough. So people squeeze into a park and they butt may be sticking out a little bit. And
Yep.
if it's a alley that ends, you got to make the turn. You know what I'm saying? And the back of the truck clipped the car. When I looked at the alley, I think on Google at that time, he could have kept going straight into the other alley. He didn't have to make the turn. He could have just kept going into the other alley until he had an exit that he could have made clear. But anyway, he clipped the car. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing to me. I guess he figured that nobody was witnessing, but somebody saw it. They took the plates down,
This
and
family.
no, somebody that was watching. They either was looking out the window, they might have passed it by, a biker, whatever. They saw it. They took the plates down. They left a note on the car. That person filed with their insurance, and then their insurance contacted my insurance. Obviously, I didn't know. I got tracking all my trucks once they told me the date and where the incident happened at. And the plate number, obviously I knew what truck it was. I went back through the GPS, and obviously it was there. I saw who fobbed it, because every one of my trucks has a fob system that lets me know who's driving the truck at what time. And if they don't fob it, it's just gonna beep and buzz all day. So it was my cousin, and it was right before Christmas, and it was $1,000 deductible. I took that shit. His check was $800 up until that point. I had stopped putting him on the schedule because he didn't let me know. Like, dude, you supposed to be family. What you hiding shit for me, bro? I'm running a business, bro. Right? So I took his check. Now he got a child, a young daughter at that time, and he couldn't really say nothing because it's a part of my contract, bro. Like, I'm not paying this shit, bro. This wasn't something that it was a situation that, man, you know what? All right, we're gonna eat this. This was preventable. And on top of this shit, you didn't even tell me. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm supposed to be your family. Nigga, you finna pay for this deductible. Nigga, I'm gonna hold you to a higher standard than these people that I that's working that's not even family. You see what I'm saying? So he reached out to another cousin that I'm more closer with, and I just talked to him yesterday, the day before, and he like, man, he got a daughter. It's Christmas. Listen, he fucked up, so that's how he talk. Listen, he fucked up, You know what I'm saying? Like, man, he got a daughter, like, man, I'm like, bro. So I'm saying, so what about the accident? Because, come on, you got it, you got it,
Don't you hate that? You got it.
you got it, man. He got a daughter. So fuck my 1,000. Cause I'm already gonna eat too. It'd be different if he would have came forward, he would have gave me some bullshit ass story, and came straight forward. Yeah, I would have, company would have ate it. It ain't like we fucked up around here. You dig what I'm saying? It's the fact that I'm leaning on this nigga for the fact that he didn't tell me and you family. Cause you got it, cause so fuck me then, basically. I'm just supposed to eat it cause I got it, cause and he got a daughter, cause and financially I'm in a way higher position than him. Like, nah, bro, shit like that, bro. Like, I just, like family, bro, family and friends. Listen, you know who the first motherfucker that ever put them people in my business? And when I say them people in my business, file an unemployment claim against my company. My best friend. This nigga, in between him, getting locked up, doing shit, you know what I'm saying? He'll have to come work for me. Now, I let him come work for me, get his shit back in motion so he can get back to doing what he doing. Man, I had to fire him one time. This was like in 2014, man. Listen, man, I got a letter. It said Illinois Department of Unemployment. See, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because my accountant in my quarterlies, we pay unemployment. So I'm like, I never got a letter from the unemployment, security, because that come out my quarterly. So I'm opening. I see this motherfucker. I'm looking at his name. I'm like, this motherfucker.
Got you.
I call him. I'm like, bro, this what you on? Man, Joe, you didn't have to fire me. What? I ain't like the rest of these niggas you get working for. They stupid. You know what I'm saying? No, nigga, listen, this is my best. This is one of my best. Still to this day, we still homies. But we got into it bad over that, man. I'm cussing them out. You motherfucker, you gonna put these people in my business? Man, Joe, you shouldn't have fired me, man. I ain't like the rest of these niggas up there, man. I'm gonna go get this unemployment. I'm like, damn, bro. So, man, it's the people that you know. That man
I'm
would have put some
into it
folks
right
in my
now.
business, bro.
I'm into it right now with my youngest son. I want to give this example so everybody else can hear it and don't do it. I sent him on the load. Well, he booked his own load. He went on the load about a month ago, and he took the rate con and got it signed. And that company blackballed me now. So I can't even book no loads with them no more for a rookie mistake he made. Then he invoiced the rate com, he invoiced the BOL, and he wants me to pay him for that delivery.
That's hey. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You
That's a
got it.
life lesson he learned.
You got it.
It's a small amount, but the future revenue that I'm not going to be able to get from this company now because of the mistake you made, and you want me to
It's
still pay.
it's different when you're dealing with your people because you got that. It's a different connection than just a
Right,
random person that off the. You got to see this person at funerals, and
right.
it's just like, man. So yeah,
Don't
but
take the Raycom with you when you driving. Leave it home. Leave it in the truck. Leave it somewhere else. Take the BOL.
yeah. Well, let me get out of here, man. I gotta hit the gym, get my second workout in, man.
Good to
Training for
talk
this
to you, Mark.
marathon.
I'm gonna talk to you again soon. I'm gonna join your Discord and figure out how to send this proposal at you. Keep doing what you're doing, man. We love you. We need you. Peace.
Appreciate it, man. Later. Thank you.
Wow.
Let me ask you. I seen two questions. Mark, what would you start if you had to start over with nothing, just maybe some startup money? If I started over with nothing, I probably would. If I was like down bottom, honestly, I probably would go to school and get my cybersecurity certificate. Like if I just lost everything at this point in my life, or you talking about at a younger age? If it's this point in my life, I'm not building. Even now, like the things that I get involved in and shit like that, like I don't want to deal with people, bro. Like I've dealt with people. I don't want to deal with people to the magnitude that I've had to deal with people. Um, in trucking, like the personalities. Because if I have to ramp back up in trucking, it's gonna be moving. I ain't doing no this to the people that's OTR or nothing like that. I gotta get the money. I need the most. So moving, final mile, and it's gonna be harder dealing with people to doing that shit today than it was a few years ago and the decade before this one. Like it's harder. One thing about the people before, I could count on them coming to work, right? That's the issue now. Counting on the personalities, I didn't like dealing with a lot of different personalities, but the personalities ain't bringing in the revenue. The bodies being in them trucks is what's bringing in the revenue. So I can overlook that and deal with that. Now the issue is people not coming to work. So if I were to have to build something where I know I could run up a high six-figure amount, it would be something in cybersecurity, because I would only have to rely on myself. I would get my cybersecurity certificate. I would go get me a $200,000 job, and then I would freelance on the side to bring me up to probably $500,000 a year, $400,000-$500,000 a year. I wouldn't seek to do anything where I would have to rely on people in 2025. It's just going to be a headache. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I know I would be able to do by myself and make a lot of money. There was one more thing I saw I wanted to get to. Actually, you have this is what I wanted to react to. The reaction you got from the mother and son came from you not giving them the answers that they wanted for strategy. Anybody that's been watching me know I never give people what they want. I have to understand what is needed. See, as a person who doesn't know the industry, they don't know really what they want. And as a person who's a real coach or a mentor, you have to give people what they need. Don't let that go over your head. You know, so you could ask me a question, but the question, if I answer the question and there's a bunch of steps that are skipped, or I see that you really don't understand a bunch of things that are supposed to happen prior to what you're asking me, and I see that you're lost way on the shit way before, I would be bogus for answering that question and not highlighting all the shit that you don't understand, that you need to even get to the point for the question that you asking me for. It's just like the question I hate, man, how I scale. What's your cost per mile? I don't know. Then why the fuck are you asking me about scaling? Now, if I gave a person a brief, and just answered that person's question about scaling, just gave them a general idea of some basic stuff in a let's say a call-in show of scaling, but I also see that they don't know their costs, they don't know their operational costs, no matter what niche they're in. A bunch of the shit that they are lacking, I would be bogus. Because I know me giving them this answer, this general scale answer, I know they're not going to never get there because they don't even know what their cost is. So it is what it is. So you said funny that cybersecurity have welding and all I'm putting into my kid's ear. But I'm over there trying to figure out what I should do. I have an old felony also, so I have researched everything to start. Yeah, me personally, if you're older than me, then the last thing you want to do is build something that you're going to have to deal with people. Like you could go get your cybersecurity credentials, and you could do that, make decent money, and there's a lot of freelance opportunity with cybersecurity. A lot of opportunities. A lot. Like, you could easily, I know I saw Home Depot was hiring for a cybersecurity specialist at home. It was a work from home opportunity for $250 a year. Work from home. You don't need to be in a cubicle at Home Depot corporate USA. It was a work from home position, $250,000 a year, and then you can freelance. There's a lot of opportunities for cybersecurity for freelance positions. You work on a few different contracts there. You make another $250 easy. There's people that make $400,000-$500,000 a year from their home. Like the people who make the money is the people that think outside the box. I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna get out of here. Especially with us. The issue with us is we always want to do the same shit that everybody else doing. Back when I was coming up, in the 90s, everybody that had some dope money, they wanted to open a car wash, a barbershop, a beauty salon, or goddamn it, beeper cell phone shop. Like that's why you go down the street now. Some of the ones that's still around from back during that time period, like here, I could rap like 87th and Stony to 87th and Jeffrey. Every other store is a goddamn barbershop and beauty shop. I don't even know why the alderman is allowing for zoning for all these. It's not even 1,000 feet apart. It's literally door to door to door. Barbershop, barbershop, beauty salon, beauty salon, beauty salon, barbershop. Like, goddamn, where ain't no zoning credentials? Don't these motherfuckers gotta be at least 1,000? Nothing. But that's because all that money back then, these was just the only ideas. Exotic car wash, Stony Island car wash, like car wash a half a mile. Box truck business. A person would expect for me to say, oh, I would ramp back up. No. Well, you still got a couple trucks, you would ramp back up. No. I'm not going to do something that, and my answer is going to continue to change. This answer that I'm giving you now is not the same answer that I would have gave you last year, not the same answer that I would have gave you the year before. Just because I'm the trucking guy and I know it don't necessarily mean that that's the answer. I'm always think outside the box. I don't want to do what everybody. There's ways to make a shit ton of money a lot easier. I'm at the age now where if that scenario that you gave me became reality, no, I'm trying to make the most money, the quickest, the easiest. Hell, I want to get back outside and get to carrying and lifting because they would require me to do that. Nah. I got a crib, I got a home, it's comfortable. I'm smart. I can use my brain. I wouldn't do nothing that required physical shit, and I wouldn't do shit that requires me having to depend on other people. Because no one's gonna be as I can't, I just at this point people just aren't dependable. They're just not. They're not reliable, I should say. Dependable, reliable, same thing. So what's good, Truck Stop? Oh, Truck Stop in the building. Shout out to Truck Stop. Shout out to Truck Stop in the building watching Big Mark. Should I run my Truck Stop ad? Since Truck Stop is here, let's run the Truck Stop ad for Truck Stop since Truck Stop is in the building. Looking for better loads and bigger profits? Right now you can save 20% off Truck Stop Load Board Pro for 6 months. The best tool for serious carriers. Don't miss out. Click the link in the description to get 20% off Load Board Pro for 6 months. Need capital to grow your business or cover? All right, so shout out to Truck Stop in the building. What's good? What's good? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, Truck Stop. All right. All right. All right. I think I'm going to retire for the evening. Did I get all the questions? Did I get all the questions? How come I don't see them on the YouTube side, but I see them on the back side? I see them in here, but I don't see them in here. How come I don't see them over here? Interesting. Let me see something. Hold on, Truck Stop. Let me see something real quick. Truck Stop. Let's see here. Give me a second here. Let me see something because I don't understand why. Settings. Community. Demographic community moderation. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't see him on that side. I see him on the back side. Let me see something. I'm finna see why. I see him here. They're in the chat. I see him on this chat, but I don't see him on. Oh wait, they may be watching on another platform. No, I say YouTube. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see. Truck stop. More. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. I don't know why. I see him here, but I don't see him there. Interesting, but appreciate him for being here nonetheless. Yeah, it said we're here in the YouTube comments. I see you on the back end. I don't see you over here though. But either way, nonetheless, truck stop. I appreciate you guys. I just ran the truck stop ad. Yeah, I see you on one screen, but I don't see you on the other. So, but thanks for coming over and checking out. Yeah, I'm trying to see why I don't see them in the YouTube studio part. I see them on the back end, but I don't see them on the YouTube studio. It's interesting. Interesting. Oh, Jan Mar says she sees him. Pippi says she see him too. Okay, as long as somebody see him. Desktop versus mobile. Okay, so it's a desktop versus mobile thing. All right, so that's why. Yep, Truck Stop is in the building. Shout out to Truck Stop for being in the building. All right, guys. Hopefully everybody learned something today. Stayed on a lot longer than I should have, but I kind of knew when I saw that lady say, "Mark, are you taking calls today?" I kind of knew it was one of them ones where I had to click it. I kind of got that feeling. Kind of glad I did. Kind of glad I didn't. But hopefully, she watches it. It resonates with her. Um, Appreciate the young man that called up after that I just spoke with. Hopefully everybody. Hey Pippi, go ahead and do what we said with this guy. We know it. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet, because he didn't say nothing crazy. Truck stop said we just joined from desktop. Was on mobile before. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Art wants to debate now. We just did a full debate last night, and I've been on for 3 hours. If you want to debate trucking, you got to wait to another time. I've been on almost 4 hours now, 3.5 hours. And now you want to debate? Now you wait for me that I'm leaving, that you want to debate? What do you want to debate? What do you want to debate? Do you want to debate? What do you want to debate? If it's not worth my while for me to stay on and miss my second workout of the day, then I'm gonna leave. You just got off work. All right, well then, next time we can debate. But you know what? You've been a little bit out of line, Art. You got to behave yourself. Well, my moderator says she only giving you one more chance. All right, and then we can debate another day on whatever topic. This ain't the main event because I don't even think you in trucking. All right, I don't think you're in trucking. But whatever you want to debate, you got to remember. Check my credentials. In the 3 years that I've been on, over 3 years that I've been on YouTube, I haven't lost a debate yet. And I'm not just saying it because it's me. I haven't lost one. I'm very knowledgeable, 15 years experience. I'm educated and I know what I'm talking about. A lot of people that come up here to debate, they come up here because I said something that they disagree with and they come in emotionally. And I know that. I use that to my advantage and I come with logic. So just make sure that you're not coming up here out of emotions. Talking about, man, Mark, I heard you say there's no such thing as cheap freight and stuff like that. And then I'm going to go just destroy you. Because there is no such thing. That's where I get a lot of people at. They say, Mark, I heard you say there's no such thing as cheap freight. And then I expose that your operation cost is just exorbitant. And then that's why you are failing in trucking. So just be cool and then we'll have a debate another time. And I don't want to make you look bad in front of truck stop. I don't want to make you look bad. So just be cool and maybe tomorrow. So, all right. I'm out, guys. Till next time. I see you guys later. Peace.